Yes, a special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon, you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what's happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Funjema, Maryland, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. If you eat kepa, gradually, my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You want to get a news update, to spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari.
$21 million for 12 years. Job, we have 6 years. You know how much money we have paid medical doctor? $52 million. The election year, that 12 year, now let's know. The election year, that 12 year was a 6 year. In 12 year, away. No matter what the battleground delay. Listen. Away. Let me the battleground delay. You're going to spread a message because this is what the people don't want you to know. And the reason why they say the mayor will be one-term president, because the things that the lie is spread will stay. It will not stay. So, 6 years, the mayor paid medical doctor $52 million. I want you to know the number there. He says, how much job they gave medical doctor? $52 million. In 12 years, how much Joseph Burger gave medical doctor? $21 million. What is the difference between 21 and 52? That's $31 million.
Say again here, since I have the opportunity to speak with you, those that constantly threatening the states, constantly inciting people, I want to be clear. We will not tolerate those kind of citizens. Those that are constantly insulting the president. I want to be clear that after this, there will be no citizen in this country, and I can defy you that will ever insult the president and think he will walk in the street freely. If you have your grievances, you do it in the honorable way. If you have your views, express your views. For any insult and any threat, that citizen will be dealt with under the law. And it can be rules for that law. So I advise you.
Explain to us.
I was in the traffic
And then there was some group of Americans before me. I told them your PSU because there was no car economy, your PSU coming to go. Now they all of you are making and say, what happened to the PSU? They keep flowing.
What did they ask in our car?
Borough Junction. I called down all the men. I called it.
Junction?
Yeah, the junction. The junction.
Who got you on that?
One of the American. I called another policeman. He can't call the riot police.
You are driving for town and you are saying the other was careful.
I was driving for town.
So you have a
Please bear with me as per the position of the camera. Damn it. What? The tear gas. What is going on? Yeah.
Okay, I'm at the Emery Hospital in Bapolo County. There is the Emery Hospital. Check there. See for yourself. Look there. For the hospitals, it's still closed. Send the dedicated the most. Excuse me, in the hospitals, nothing is functioning here yet until we can see what's going to happen. So thanks to the president for the level of hard work. For up to this time, the hospital is now open. It's still closed. There's no work going on. You see here, you see, Emery Hospital, Labiro. So thank you so much. I'm staying in Bapolo City. Bye-bye.
Because you can put it in the market. They're not praying about an issue there. Let me tell you about LEC. But the president, Josiah said, you gotta go connect 4,000 homes in Lima County. The project, he said, you're begging me to say, the president can go, I beg you, the minister go. This is the story of electricity that you have transformed in this country. So in a few weeks, about 4,000 households in Lima, another 4,000 in Bon County will be connected to electricity. I was with Monica last time. You know what Monica told me? The LEC man. He said, you got to tell the president to tell the college can be true. Liberia has exported power for the first time to Cote d'Ivoire. We supply electricity to Cote d'Ivoire through the CLSE line. Yeah, Cote d'Ivoire buy electricity for Cote d'Ivoire, yeah? But when the RICA and Sudan go low, we also sell it to them. Amen. So all of you talk about job. The electricity problem was big and inherited. The cost of electricity was 55 cents per kilowatt, 35 cents. Let me tell you, if you get 4 labor, if you get 1 fan, if you get 1 iron, you get S bar, you are paying $90 on the Joseph Waka per month.
nothing now. Hello. We say thanks to our brother KF Richmond. Amen. KF Richmond. Amen. Get me full bag of rice and give it to our mothers. I came here yesterday, you complained about hunger, right? Yeah. I'm feeding for you, right? Yeah. That's why now, you be careful. You be careful. The election are coming. The people that are in power, they only after themselves. They're not after you people. Allah? No. The people that are in power, they are criminals. They're not be plenty drugs in this country. All the people getting crazy now. People will take responsibly and call themselves. They didn't happen in Liberia before. You have vote for Ambassador Joseph Yuma. Now go again. Joseph Yuma. Let me see the old man face. Come here. Who are you voting for?
I'm voting for Buakai.
Who are you voting for?
I'm voting for Joseph Yuma Buakai.
Hey, let's go down for you. Joseph Yuma Buakai. They all say yeah. Joseph Yuma Buakai. So we said thanks to our brother KF Richmond. Amen. Donated for the correct. Now this is our mother. Hey. That is our mother. KF Richmond.
KF Richmond, we tell him thank you for the one you do for us. We are here for them. We are here for Joseph Buakai. We are the Beto women. We tell you thank you. We tell you thank you for what you do for us.
How the situation here now full business. I'm for one cup of rest.
One cup of rest here now. Sister.
Talk now. What can happen here?
We here, so now we for you to get rested to move from Maria to Kaya, and that's more money. To pay, to transport, they have there to bring it here, and that's more money.
Okay. Mama, you happy for the rest?
Yes.
What do you want to talk now?
I want to say God my bless. The person was sending right, God my blessing. Because we all now we hear nothing we got it to eat. Send it right, it must be more and more. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
What about you, my sister, my beautiful sister? Who are you? You can hug me now. You clap for us. Everybody clap now. But we ask you now, who are you going to vote for? Not you. I understand.
So, the thing in our heart, I don't want to say,
voting for Joseph Yuma Buakai. Joseph Yuma Buakai. Thank you.
I want to tell you, thank you.
Okay, thank you. I don't want to talk plenty. To
move for years, on all the day here to move for years, the whole over the cell, green, the car before the bank for the system.
Sorry.
You have 4 children, you have 5 children, every day you buy one for the system. You won't know. It's not easy.
Okay.
So we're making something, women something easy. So we get them.
Okay. Let's see one go last song. Everybody, let's have the hand. Let's go. Everybody.
You
let's go.
And she said 200,000. You know how many students have benefited from tuition? Y'all know, I mean, she had people benefiting from free tuition. So listen, 27,000 Liberians, Mr. President, 27,000 Liberians now have access to higher education because you announced a free tuition policy. 12 years ago, when they were in office, those 27,000 persons could not access higher education until you got in office. You have changed the future, and not just that 27. That 27 and their generation, you have changed the future because it took you to bring them to higher education. So you are clap for the president. So the president, let me tell you now, the president fetched all the economy thing here. Government salary, equal.
The best. And let us go for the second time so we can prove to you. We need time so you can compare the 12 years and 12 years. I want to thank you for coming. I want to thank you for the love that you showed to me all these years. I will never make you shame. It's a guarantee. My love for the country is unquestionable. No one will say they love Liberia than me. I saw most of your parents in refugee camps.
Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band, charges on the beat.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television.
Okay, let me say a warm welcome to you across the world, and welcome to another edition of the program, the Late Night Politics on Spoon. And of course, we're here tonight. We're live on Spoon TV on Facebook. We're live on Fabric TV. We're live on Super TV as well. And we're also live on YouTube at Spoon Talk Live. I want to say welcome to the program. This is where we gathered with diverse views and we discuss issues pertaining to the forward march of Liberia. I want to say welcome to the late night show on this platform, the Late Night Politics on Spoon. And my name is Nelson Collet. I'd like to say thanks to all of you who make up time to always join us here on this platform as we get to talk about the country, the forward march, and the different ways we can all make our contribution to making Liberia a better country. As usual, we are going to have the link posted in the comment section so that all of you watching can have an opportunity to come on live on the show and talk about the different issues that are on your mind about Liberia. Now, secondly, we encourage you to share the show as you come on. You can share it in the different platforms as you come on the show here tonight. And then, yes, please make sure. Now, as much as we're going to be posting the link in the comment section for you to come in and make a contribution, it's also important to say that we have a rule on the show. If you are coming on, please make sure that you're not wearing on anything sleeveless, because this is a widely followed platform. You want to make sure that you have, you're covered as you come on. So male, female, just avoid anything sleeveless, especially if you want to come on to make your contribution to the program. So welcome again. Let me just go across to bring in Moba Zokia, my usual co-moderator on the program. Moba, welcome. It's great to see you.
Yeah, man. What's up, man?
Yes, I'm doing good.
I was a day.
Yeah, my day was good. My day was good actually. And I'm grateful and I'm glad that we're here again to talk about Liberia, to talk about everything that's happening with our country. Yes, it's always a pleasure coming up here to do that.
Yeah. Of course, man. We here as usual, always, as you just said. We are here to discuss the Liberian people issues and what is unfolding in our nation. Whether positive or negative, we are here to discuss those issues and lighting our people's mind to take the right direction for the betterment of our nation. There's a lot of things that
Thank
are
you
going
very
on, a lot of lies, people lying throughout the country. It's just devastating to see people talking things that is not real. But as we go through the conversation,
sorry
somebody-
sorry for that interruption. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, as we dive through the conversation, we'll be discussing those issues, more especially lies and the deception in our nation, more especially from the government officials who have been violating our laws. And we would discuss those issues according to our law. Thank you, man. Thank you for affording me the time.
Thank you very much, Mobile. Let me welcome our sister, Mrs. Christina. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the show. You are muted, so we're not hearing you.
Thank you again. It's an opportunity to be on your platform, and it's an opportunity to speak on national issues. A lot is on my mind today. When you see the deception that is going on in our nation, and because of the ignorance of our people, politicians are taking advantage of our people, and a lot also have been happening with Spoon Network, and I really want to, be able to dive in deep into the issue with Data Spoon Network and my own personal recommendation. And then also, look at what the law says and what are the way we can fight this case and still be able to even have more impact as even compared to a Spoon radio station was still going to be open. And also to talk about my women program that is coming up in Newark, New Jersey. It's just ask for a minute on that.
Okay.
So thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let me welcome the guys that are coming on. I see George is trying to set his camera up. My man, what happened? The CDC camera shaking. Why is the CDC camera shaking, Josh?
I'm just trying to position it properly, man.
Make camera scared because
Yeah, but the camera is not still positioned well.
Yeah,
Your camera should actually face you, not the angle is not too okay, so you could set that up.
When the people not get nothing to say, they will just
But why Sandy came on? Sandy came on and then he just cut his camera off. On the photo I seen Sandy with low haircut, but in reality the man gets sabu. Okay, let me welcome you, Corwin. Corwin, welcome.
Hey, thank you. How are you, bro? How are you guys?
Yep, we are good, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're great.
Great.
Okay.
Sandy.
Gentlemen, good evening. Gentlemen and lady, good evening.
Good evening, bro. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. It's good to be here again tonight. And thank you so much, Nelson, for all you do as always. We're looking forward to the discussion tonight.
Okay, so let me bring in Alexander Peters. Okay, Sharif, did we welcome you?
Yes, sir.
Sharif?
Yes, sir.
Okay, welcome to the show, Chief.
Thank you.
I like the fact that you got your JMB right before your name. Sandy has his CPP right there. George has his CDC right there. Mobile, I'm putting anything there because the men are supposed to put it there for
my man, how can I put my JB to my name?
What?
Oh, you want to put it there?
Go back.
Yeah.
Don't
put it there, my man. Put it there.
The JB people, they are in the past.
I'm not surprised. JB doesn't know.
They are in the past. They don't know technology.
Yeah, they don't know technology.
I mean, all JB people, man, y'all be perceiving.
JMB people not know technology. You kidding me? You kidding me? When they say research specialist, I'm sitting here. You kidding me? You kidding me? Internet Benedict, I don't say I keep following sleep Amia because my uncle get move on next year. What you saying?
Nelson, how do you? What's up?
I know, right?
Okay, so let's do this rapidly so we can go. Alexander, welcome.
Yeah, I just came here shortly to say thank you so much, Nelson. To the CDC man, I'm not going to stay long here. We, the GMB people, GMB people, we are good at
Can we
technology.
unmute? Can we all just
I
try
am an
to mute?
IT specialist, and so that's it.
Thank you so much, Nelson. To the CDC man, I'm not going to speak one. We people just
Listen, we're getting a terrible feedback. I think everyone needs to mute. I don't know where this feedback is coming from, but please, once you're not talking, it's just important that you. It's just very much recommended that you cut your.
There's a noise in the background.
Turn off your microphone, please. Let's do that, please. So Josh, welcome.
So thank you so much. I'm excited to be here again. And
Josh, why are you always low?
Look, let me just. Is it okay now?
Is it that you don't want the JMB guys to hear you well when you're making your critical points?
Not really, not really. I don't know. Maybe is it
George, get on me.
No, the CDC is low. The CDC is low.
I'm going to put George's dialect today.
Just on the show.
Thank you, Josh.
So how is it now? Am I better?
Okay, great. It's okay.
Look, yeah. Just from our own made days, you know me, so I'm not afraid of anyone. I'm not afraid of anyone. So yeah, it's just what it is. But look, I'm excited to be here again. Just one of the guys from yesterday, he's not here yet. He said something that really did not go down well with me, and it doesn't mean I'm going to respond to him personally. But what I think is that when we come on this show,
Josh.
Yeah,
Josh, go ahead. Josh is okay. I think we can work with that. Yeah, Josh is okay. Josh is okay.
How is it now?
It's okay. It's much better.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Thank you. So one of the guys here from yesterday, he said something to me, and while I think it was really personal, I decided not to respond to him directly. However, what I want to do is to tell every one of us here that what we need to do is to actually attack the issues and attack personality, because we're all here from different backgrounds, right? And just to make an announcement, guys, today I'm working from home. I'm working from home, and because I challenged Brother Sherry the other time when he was working from home and he was on the show. But I just want to say, guys.
There you go, Josh. Let me interrupt you.
I gotta be fair.
Josh.
No, George, you're not be on the show tonight. George, just give me to let her know that you will not be on the show because he's working.
Your way. Josh, you just shot yourself in the leg.
I knew that.
Sharif, no, I'm coming. Sharif was working from home the other day. He even showed us his laptop that he was using to work. And then you insisted that the fact that he's working, whether he's working from home or not, he should concentrate on the job. And because he was not concentrating on his job, he was cheating his company. Yeah, today you're working from home, but you're on the show. So how did you reconcile that?
I know.
And guess what? I knew exactly what I was going to meet when I was going to do this, right? And I want to say, Brother Sherry, I understand. It's just that today I must announce also that I was diagnosed with COVID. So so I'm working from home. That's why I'm not in the office.
They say you're COVID in Australia.
Yeah, my man. In my office, about 4 person was knocking down. So I started feeling some feverish and warm and cold inside yesterday. So I came and did a test and I was positive. So I'll be here working from home. However, I decided I didn't want to come on the show because of what I told my brother Sharif. But I like, if I would sit back and allow the contradiction and the falsehood to be spread on the show, it will not be just for my country. So I'm here to represent us, and I will be firing on all cylinders. I'm not really sick, but I just don't want to spread it to other people. That's why I'm excluding myself from the public. So look, guys, I'm here. I'm ready, and Brother Sherry. I understand you're going to attack me, but it is what it is. I probably said it, and I came clean. So I hope you understand that. So let's
Go
have
away,
a
man,
good
Jackie. I'm ready for you tonight.
It's not justifiable.
Listen,
It is not
Exactly. It's not
justifiable. That's
justifiable.
why you say you talk about discipline. Discipline. You are now portraying what we call hypocrisy. You quarrel a friend of yours for not being disciplined. Are you now telling the like people that you are not disciplined?
No, actually, I'm not.
That's the
I'm not saying
context.
that.
That's the context from where the CDC always come from. They make
I'm not
statement
saying that.
without reflecting.
Cindy, let's give Josh. Let's give
No,
Josh
but
a
let me
chance.
add to my
Let's
sister, and then Josh will come.
No, y'all lead Josh for me. I'm begging y'all lead Josh. Everybody can attack Josh. Y'all lead Josh with the
Josh, I want to
Josh,
actually
you
extend my
said
message
those
to
who
you.
are at work, you said those who are at work and being on the show, they were not disciplined. Are you now
thank you.
also saying that you are not disciplined?
Thank you.
Almost
Thank you.
35 minutes and everybody just talking.
So thank you.
Can we show you tired?
Nelson, please take over the show.
Can we all try to mute? Can we all just mute? I'm still hearing Can we mute?
Everybody mute, please.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so now we're going to the rule of the show. Rule number 1 is that if you're not recognized and your mic is open, you are maybe in the business of interrupting, we'll put you in the background for some time because we have to go by the rule here on the show. We have to do justice to our audience, the people who are burning their internet and everything to be able to watch this show. And then so we are just going to go by the queue now. Josh, thank you for being here. Godwin already did his intro. Mr. Johnson, let's hear you. I think, is this your debut? Is this your first time on the show?
I haven't given my intro.
Yeah, this is my debut appearance. And
Mr. Johnson, let's hear you.
Yeah,
Is this your debut?
yeah, this is my
Godwin,
debut.
can you mute, sir?
I haven't given my
Godwin,
intro.
can you mute?
Yeah, this is my debut appearance. And
Mr. Johnson, let's hear you.
Yeah,
Is this your debut?
yeah, this is my
Godwin,
debut.
can you mute, sir? Okay, so Mr. Sylvester
if anybody
Johnson,
watch
do you
your
have
device,
any gadget
mute it.
that you're using to monitor the show? Can you turn that off? Since
Turn it off or just put it on mute. That's it.
Yeah, can you turn that off so that we don't get that kind of feedback? It's okay. So while are you doing that, we will move to Magnus. No, the feedback is still there. It's still there. We're still hearing ourselves. It's not too okay. So while you doing that, we will move to Magnus. It's still not okay. No, it's still not okay. The feedback is still there. Still there. So maybe you still can exit the studio and then try to maybe it'll be okay by that time. It's still, yeah, so you could just exit and try to re-enter. I think it will be okay by that time. So let me just say welcome to everyone here. I think we have limited time today, so we are going to do as much as possible to just discuss the issue and stick within the time frame that we have to be here. So again, I like to just make the round. Let's start with Moba to tell us what's on his mind for just 1 minute. And trust me, the timer is set. We want to make sure that everything is done in time today. So
let me first start by telling all my colleagues thank you for being on the platform. And something catch my heart today when Minister Samuel 12 was saying something about tuition, about the wires or something. But it's like I was where I was at, right? I was really pissed because when I went through the WAS information right now, in front of me, and I go through it, and WAS trying to tell that our government is irresponsible. They cannot pay the student that they put out there to go take WAS. They're on my mind. And then he's standing up boasting, telling the Liberian that he's paying 1 million student fees to WAS. That is wrong. That is wrong. That is false. It's based on false deception. Why must you lie to the people? I look at it right from it. Due to the irresponsible behavior, authority at the Minister of Education and WAS, Liberia have lost its voice. You know why? When they say voice, because they can no more open their mouth to talk, because they will go behind the scene and tell people, say, we're paying the people. But right now, I challenge any CDC person to come here and tell us that or the government paying WAS fees for students. Let it bring a result. We want to see it.
Thank you. Maba, thank you. Let's hold you there. Let's move to our sister. What's on your mind? 1 minute. The timer is set.
What's on my mind is that because I know other panelists will say the same, say other things. So let me say this. What's on my mind has to do with the Unity Party Women Congress. We are having our fundraising in Newark, New Jersey. And I want to use the opportunity to invite everybody. For those of you who don't have the address, you can inbox me. We're selling our tickets because it's a fundraiser program. We'll be having stew. We'll be having beautiful ladies. We'll be having wine, drinks. There'll be a lot of fun. There will be an interaction. I will be there live. For those who want to have some photos with me, you're welcome to be there. And it is a great thing. Secondly, what on my mind has to do with what the Spoon Network is going through. When people start to suppress freedom of speech, we take it for joke, but then it's getting to a stage that if we are not careful, Liberia might end up like Libya, or it might end up like Uganda when Idi Amin Dada was in control. And when I say these things, people say I'm over exaggerating. I'm not. I'm just reading between those, closing all my teeth and down and looking at what the positive, the negative result of what is happening. So, like I was saying, I would really want for
10 seconds.
I really want for the Spoon Network to continue to engage other radio stations to carry the program. And if the government think that by only holding down one voice, or which is the voice of Spoon Network, the Spoon Network can still work out of hundreds of other radio stations that can even spread faster message than even the Spoon itself. But I already asked my family to be out there tomorrow, and I can assure you that every one of them will be there to show solidarity for Spoon Network.
Thank you very much. So we move to you, Sharif. What's in your mind? Just 1 minute, sir.
Yeah, what's on my mind is that, like my sister said, we the East Coast Region Chapter of Unity Party, we're working in collaboration with the Women Congress. We're having our fundraiser on August 26th, which is happened to be my birthday. We will be doing some fundraiser to support, and this is the flyer here. So if you in the tri-state area of New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, Delaware, Rhode Island, if you can make it here, come, food will be served. Magnus, I'm using this opportunity to privately invite you. You need to come, and I want you here. I know you're in Pennsylvania. Just drive, just 1 hour. Just come over.
Thank you.
We got you covered, man.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Let's move to Sandy. Sandy, what's on your mind, sir?
Yes, well, good evening to all of you. Josh, I on a serious note, I pray that all goes well with your COVID stuff. Recover soon, my brother. But what's on my mind here is that our party, the CPP, on tomorrow, Friday, August 18, the CPP, our candidate, Mr. Edison Coming, will formally announce members of his campaign team, 2023 campaign team. So we are asking all Liberians, the young people, especially all partisans, sympathizers, and well-wishers of the CPP, to please join us tomorrow at our party headquarters on 19th Street Singer at the beach side there. So please be there tomorrow. The program will start at 2 p.m. And we are asking all of you to please join us tomorrow as Mr. Cumming with his CPP campaign
You
team.
can't pay extra money for your announcement.
Justina
Oh, yeah,
and Jerry. Justina and Jerry, they
all
were
those.
making an announcement.
No,
You
no,
can
no.
pay.
But listen. And there's the point. All the people who just made their special
They will
public
pay.
service announcement.
They will pay.
Sherry, your bill coming. Our sister Justina. But let's go to you, Godwin. What's in your mind, sir? 1 minute.
My sister get
One more
out
second, let me end. One more second. I want to also
I thought you
share.
done.
No, you
But yeah,
need
1
to-
minute.
you
Yeah,
need
1
to
minute
let
after
me-
this.
No, but
Yeah, 1
quickly,
minute.
just quickly. I will not stay long. I mean, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I will not be here Saturday, and I will not be here Monday. I'm traveling tomorrow early. So please, you people, take your mouth from us. Don't gossip about us. Tuesday, when I come back, I hear any gossip. You'll be.
Why
you get for all the gossip about you?
Thank you. Godwin, let's hear you. What's on your mind?
Yes, thank you, Nelson, for affording me the opportunity this evening to be on the platform with my fellow panelists. So many things on my mind, but we are carefully monitoring and watching the election commissioners as they are prepared to conduct the upcoming October 10, 2023 general and presidential elections. And one thing I will say to them, those elections commissioners, they are Liberians, they all live in Liberia, and we are praying for a peaceful and fair conduct of the elections. And they should take into consideration that we know what they are, what is being said, we know their plans, everything is being heard, but they should remember, no one is praying for any unrest in Liberia. We are not prepared for it. Anything out of the matter, we all will feel the wrath.
Thank you.
And to those who are saying that Mr. President is a peaceful man, Mr. President is not a peaceful man. We all saw or heard at the Farmington Declaration signing process where Mr. President literally attacked Reginald Goodrich. He instigated the violence as it relates to the campaign process in Liberia. My take. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's move to you, Josh. What's on your mind? And let me again say, I'm wishing you a speedy recovery, Josh, as you work from home, going through this process. I'm hoping that you get well soon. But go ahead. What's on your mind?
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
sorry, Josh. Speedy recovery, bro.
Thank you. And look, guys, thank you very much for having me. And what is on my mind? Today, what is on my mind is about a video that I saw. I think it was on Lofa Judas' show that I saw some group of people actually beating on another person in the name of supporting their party. The person that I saw visibly in that video is one Queen Johnson. And
Can we unmute? Yeah, go ahead, Josh.
As we all know, Queen Johnson, not a distant past, she was involved in slapping one of CDC supporter who is now deceased, Christmas Sally. And this is the same lady I saw again in that video, very aggressive and very, intimidating, her fashion, the way she presented herself. And in a group, beating someone because the person wore another party's t-shirt. I'm not going to even mention whether it was CDC because it has no place in our democracy. When someone is so violent as such and not, engaged in such thing, I think we should all condemn it. I haven't heard anything from the party that she supports, but it's something that we all need to condemn because it's wrong and there's no place for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my
One
brother.
minute. Josh, when you get that video, can you send this to the man saying and play? Because for me, I see the video. I shouldn't lie to you. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, in case you or anyone have seen it or you have it, you can send it to me. I would appreciate it. You can send it to me on WhatsApp or maybe on Messenger. On Messenger, it's just my scene, the scene name here, Nelson Collier. But who's next? Okay, Magnus, let's hear you. I see Touré is in the background. Let me bring the lone Councillor Gonglo man on the show. Councillor Gonglo has been making some strong statements these few days. But there's no way for Touré to come in. So Touré just remain in the backstage in the meantime. you will come in. They say when you come to church late, you can raise song. So go ahead, Magnus.
Okay, I mean, thank you, and thanks to everyone that's on here tonight, to the fellow panelists and Josh. I mean, speedy recovery. So what is on my mind is there's a video that has been circulating around the social media a few days about the Minister of Finance stroke the spokesperson and the chief strategist of the government of the Republic of Liberia, because he the one doing everybody job. And I heard him in that video saying Liberia has for the first time transported power to the Ivory Coast. I mean, that is a blatant lie. The same minister was I remember some part of last year, I think in October or September, told us that two of the four turbines at the Mount Coffee Hydro is down. So if two of the four turbines are down, that even Morovia can't have enough electricity. Where did you get the extra electricity to transport to Cote d'Ivoire? I mean, that is dishonesty, and as a leader, such blatant lies should not be coming out of your mouth, or you should not be speaking such lies. And I mean, to my Liberian people, to just get rid of those bunch of liars and people keep lying to us every day, let us just vote Joseph Numa Boakai, a man of integrity, humble character, a man who has loyalty to just one country, Liberia. That's why
Okay.
he's a bear, kind no other
1
country.
minute is down, Magnus. That's all you did. Thank you. Emmanuel, let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, let me say good morning from my end, and I wish Josh speedy recovery. What's on my mind is the issue of the electoral process in our country. As we all endeavor to peacefully transition President Weah after October 10, I just want to admonish every Liberian to keep the process peaceful. Because after this election, there is life amongst us as Liberians. We should not use this election to create more enemies for ourselves. As young people, as Liberians, we should stick together. We should consider the fact that we are all Liberians. We owe it to the country to keep it peaceful. We saw the consequences that we felt from the war that we fought several years. We understand that there are a lot of reasons for which we'll be dissatisfied. We see how the country is being administered by this government. But let us go into this process peacefully and transition President Weah peacefully and incorporate the incoming President Joseph Numa Boakai as our next president after January.
Thank you. 1 minute down. So it's over to you next, Mr. Johnson. I hope your gadget is okay this time around. You can just unmute. Okay.
Hi, everybody. It's nice being on this platform my first time. I'm so glad to be here. Liberia is on my mind, and I have come so that we can intellectually engage one another and see how we can make our country better. Everybody gonna have different views, but it's okay. We should respect one another's view and treat each other as others, because in the process, we all fighting for Mama Liberia. It doesn't matter who becomes president, but the country will still remain. So let us just exchange ideas respectfully. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for that. So we'd like to move very quick into our first discussion here tonight. All of us here are in the know that campaign is on already, and Liberians will be making a very tough decision come October. But the question I want to send across, just to kickstart our discussion, of course, we have the spoon situation we are going to talk about, after which we'll take course. But let's talk about the campaign a bit. Campaign is more like selling your platform to the voting population, trying to give them reasons why they should vote for you. It's like someone taking their goods to the market and convincing the clients why that man who has, or that man or that woman who left their home should purchase from you. But even in business, there's something called fairness. You ought to be sincere. You ought to be fair to even your clients in your transactions and all of that. Do we really see sincerity? And the reason why we play so many clips before the start of the show was to give each and every person watching the show a clear understanding of what it is, what is it that the political leaders are saying, the political parties, the politician, what is it that you're saying to the people. Now, yesterday we were playing a clip where the finance minister was talking about Liberia now giving electricity to Cote d'Ivoire. Well, today we played another one where he talked about 27,000 Liberians now having access to higher education because of the free tuition policy. Over 27,000 Liberians enjoying that. And of course, there has been this image circulating on the social media. Now, I'm going to show you the era before campaign and the era during campaign. And specifically, this is the lawmaker of District 8, Montreal County, before campaign, after election. I don't need your vote at this time. I've already been elected. Now I'm in the power. I'm the lawmaker. I'm the one steering the affairs. And this is the photo of the same lawmaker during campaign. During campaign, this is the photo of the same lawmaker. So you see two different individuals here, but the same man. You see two different personalities, but the same man. One personality is demonstrating or is coming across as that person who has the ordinary people at heart. Yes, you're there for them. You're in the slums. You're after their well-being. And another one is coming across as that person who is, yes, I'm living my best life and so forth. And, you know, this is what happens before campaign and during campaign. So I want to send this across to all of us now on. The CEO will be joining us shortly. What do you make of the campaign process, the messaging, what the politicians are saying to us now versus what they demonstrated to us before now? And maybe our sister can go first, then Mobile will come in. You can just unmute. Justina, are you there? Are you busy now? If you're busy, then we can get more.
No. I'm not busy. They said something to me. I was supposed to share it with you. That's what I was trying to do when you caught my attention. But for me, you know, I told people, be careful who you elect into office. There's a saying: the one who do much does not talk much. We all know who Akara Gray was. I was in the CDC. I visually campaigned for him to become representative, and he had been one of the longest serving representatives in the CDC. And all the bogus agreement that people can be accusing Joseph Parker, and when they don't even know how the Senate and legislature work, they're supposed to be blaming people like Akara Gray. Because Akara Gray, these are the people that vote for the concession. These are the people that will be, these are the people the concession will reach first. They will have to vote and agree before it can go to the Senate. That's why I can always tell our people, before you all sit down to say you're bleeding Joseph Parker, oh, he was there, they passed the focus agreement. It's not him. See Akara's great district. One of the most dirty and nasty districts in the Republic of Liberia. This young man, I call him young man because we of age, we in age group. This young man have failed the people of his district, have failed the young generation. Akara Gray is not a young man. And that's why when I see people portraying themselves to be young people trying to take power, it's mockery out of young people, because we got genuine young people who want to take power. We got genuine young people who have a passion for their country. But I cannot bear have failed the people. So if the people of the district will sit down there because election coming, somebody can give you for that and you forget about all the pain you've been through, you vote them, it's up to you. Because Akara Gray will go back in our cabinet building and he will ignore you for the next 6 years. He will continue to vote bogus agreement. Akara Gray got become representative. The first thing he did was to get money and move his house from District 8 all the way to District 30, Barnaby Estate, and every day he go pay a house. That's why he lives. He does not reside in his district like the way he used to. That house is sooner there. The house I want to buy, that house is sooner there because that way he literally kind of spent most of his childhood days, his grown-up days, when all the used to be going on the carry and doing young girl, young boy. So that's the only reason. But if the people of District number 8 will sit down there and cannot point at the things that he have done in that district, and they go for it, then the blame will be on them. Like somebody say, "Oh, what Yeke have done?" Sorry for
You have
being a little bit,
1 minute remaining.
yeah, sorry for being a little bit deviating. But if you see, they say what Yeke have done, I say it is because the president want to undermine Yeke. That's why he carried the development project of that district. So if Yeke were now banking on the government and pressing hard on the government, behind the district might not even receive the development it receive. So it's all because of Yeke Shamo that they say they carry quota to Uru. And because of Shamo, they say they carry market building there. Because that's his responsibility there to advocate, to talk.
Okay.
But I can't pray, cannot even talk for his people. It's just a shame. It's just a shame.
Thank
really.
you. Your minutes are exhausted. Thank you very much. Moba, you want to go? What do you make of the campaign period, the messaging, and everything?
The campaign, CDC campaign, their whole campaign thought is lie, it's based on lies. They just, trying to play with it, bring people mind. And again, I always say, like, to my friends back home, more especially the one who are in contact with consistent, yeah. I said, general guys, let me tell you, all the things that people saying, they're lying to you. Number one, you just played a video where Askara Gray was walking today is where he might be supposed to live in the modern world, in the 21st century we live in today. I said, no. But you know what? Go down rock culture, that whole era. Go look at it where over there the people can draw water from. That's his district. But today, he can go France to go get married. He can go any other country. His family is in the United States going to school. He didn't care about the poor people. He didn't care about nobody in his district. But now he coming to you guys for vote. What I can tell you, my Liberian people, you reject him. You reject him and the president and the entire CDC gang. You reject them. They mean no good for the Liberian. Look at the Senator lying to you. Senator said 26,000 students. But according to my research I just did, why are you telling me? They said the government is always behind with the fees of the wires. And then we all I'll sit here and put our hand on our head and be like, oh yes, the government doing good. I'm telling you, it ready for me here. And even whilst the people complaining on our government, why is the free tuition? Let us be serious, man. We should take our Liberian people for a joke. This is unacceptable. We don't want it. Our Liberian people are telling you today, no one should vote for the whole CDC again. Joseph Human Baga is the only person that can change your life, that can pull you back. Look, go to the UL, go to the UL campus, go see the whole back. It's dirty. We're living a modern life, 21st century. You don't even have a library in your you don't even have a computer lab in your University of Liberia. then you say you're giving free tuition. It is unacceptable. You reject them, the lie to you. I rest my case.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Sharif, it's over to you, sir. And your timer is on.
Yeah. So as relate to Mr. Gray, the two of us who went at it a couple of days ago, he made a post, and this was his achievement for the past 6 years. He said, "We committed $9 to paint 21 classrooms and renovated the basketball court." He said he also committed $7,000 and provided out of $7,000 provided additional $9,000 to Tubman High School. I doubt that. And then he said he also paid tuitions for 11 years to students. I'm not sure how many students that he paid tuition for. That was his achievement. He outlined himself for the past 6 years, which was absurd. And I went back at him and I told him, I said, "Mr. Lawmaker, you have to be ashamed if you have to name those after all of the money you have received over the years for development in your district. And your district, you don't even reside there. You don't even have a proper hospital. The University of Liberia that we all boast of as to be one of the highest institution of learning. Classrooms are filthy. You have bathrooms that are not even working. You don't even have running waters. Your classroom don't even have no chairs. The buildings is in dilapidated conditions. How can you list something mere like that as your achievements? And we went back and forth at it. But again, this is the reason why that we come in as Unity Party and as GMB supporters. Because I do know that most majority of people who are supporting GMB, they are not even Unity Party people. They are all concerned Liberians who love their country and want change. And we can see the message, how the message has been received across the entire nation. We saw videos from Mark Jabaka today in the rural areas of Cape Mount, Bummy, and Bapulu County. And there's other counties again. We saw our mothers, our grandmothers. They don't even have food to eat. The stable, they have rice. They can't even access it. Is that a condition we're going to live? You say you build a hospital in Bapulu County. There's no doctors, no nurses. There's not even power there. You have a representative who's leading, who's representing you, but his own child is not even going to school in that district. He himself is not even living in that district. This is why I'm a great advocate of reducing representative term from 6 years to 2 years. That way they perform. And when the next political party come in power, this is one thing that we're going to advocate for, and we'll make sure it happens.
That's going to be another debate, because you also be taking into consideration the cost of running elections, regularly after every 2 years. But let's take Josh. Thank you, Sharif. You made your point. Josh, you have 3 minutes, sir. Let's hear you. You are muted.
So look, I've been listening in, and here is what I can say to this. I see my brother Zokai. He's very animated about wires fees, late payment, and these are the things that I often like to clarify. If you see that the government is paying it, but paying it later or late, that means the government is struggling to make ends meet. We all are responsible people. We have our homes. Sometimes we are late on payment on our rent. Sometimes we are late on payment on our car notes and other things. It's because we are struggling to make ends meet. You did not force the government to do this. The government, looking at the plight of the Liberian people, decided this is what we want to do to alleviate the stress on the Liberian people, or the families, or the mothers and the fathers. This is what we want to do. Even though we don't have the resources, but we will scramble for it and make sure that we can make these payments. And they are still making these payments. They are late, and my brother here is yelling why they are late on the payment. Why they are late on the payment. If that's something to come to this public forum to yell about, to say why the government late on payment, it's just to tell you, my brother, that things are hard. The government is crumbling. Not like when Ellen was in power, when millions and millions of dollars were invested in our country because we just came from war. Today's date, you have to use our taxpayer money to make sure that we pay these things. Do not fall, it's not as it used to be. So we want to make sure that people, the stress on families is alleviated.
So,
One of the
so
things
let,
that people say,
let me ask you one question quickly.
Question.
Let me ask you one question quickly,
go ahead.
Josh. Do you really think that this government is struggling, as you're saying, that the government is struggling, and that's why even the wax fee situation that Mobile mentioned, there's some delay on it. Judging from the different indicators, do you really see here that the government is struggling?
Okay, so let me just use the analogy, right? In economics, right? There's always this saying that the needs and wants are unlimited, but resources are limited, right? If you even see, even the American government, right? They do struggle to make certain payment. The American government, that country that you live in, Zokia, they owe China in the trillions of dollars. They can't pay it. Even if you say they will move from now to Judgment Day, they cannot pay back China. They are owing China a lot of money. So every country, everywhere in the world, resources are limited, while the needs and wants of the people are unlimited. That common analogy will tell you that any government, so even if they say we got surplus budget, in our country here, we got surplus budget, but we say, oh, China. So people should not come up here without the knowledge and want to spew out these things, and it makes me to feel bad. And that's why I volunteer. No one asked me to come here, but that's why I volunteer to give knowledge, to try to impact people, to share knowledge with people. Because definitely, if you come here and say, why government late on its payment, and you say the government said they paying, but the students still failing, it makes no sense. Even if the mother pay, the child will fail, the child will fail. People take tests for two possibilities. One is to pass, and the second is to fail. There are two possibilities. So I don't know why people continue to make these outlandish suggestions and want to make us to believe that the government is failing because our child failed in school. It makes no sense.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Can I ask,
let's
a question?
Let's take Godwin. We'll come back.
We got to put him in check. We got to put him in
My man,
check.
you probably
We'll come back. We'll come back.
Yeah, let other people make their round, man. Let other people make their round.
Let's put him in check, man.
Let's take Godwin, please. I know. Just hold on. We'll come back to you, please. Let's go. Godwin, go ahead. You're live.
Yes, thank you once more, Nelson, for affording me the time. We are seeing how the campaign process is going with the various parties, and I don't think the CDC government should really be campaigning for these elections coming up. If there are tangibles to show, I think the electorates themselves will see those tangibles. So for Mr. President to be going on the ring, going on in the slum, and his representative incumbents, I mean, it's unnecessary. They're just supposed to sit back and chill and not campaign so hard for votes if the tangibles are there. So I think they should get relaxed. The government is lacking behind in so many things. They have not progressed for the past 6 years. They have not progressed. We all saw so many demonstrations in that country among civil servants, agencies, and ministries of government as it relates to salary payments. Our health centers are all empty, lacks of needed drugs. They boasted of building an Embrace hospital in Bapolu. It's empty. We have relatives working in the health sector. We talk to them on a daily basis from back home. And some of them and then some of our brothers on the other side will say that we do not have a say in Liberian politics because we are overseas. we will not sit overseas and dictate to them. Can you imagine?
Thank you.
Can you imagine? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now let's bring in Sandy, the lone ANC man on the show. My man, I know where man ain't coming on tonight. Go ahead, your life.
Well, hopefully there will be somebody here tomorrow, Saturday, and Monday. But look, quickly, I just want to respond quickly to Josh. Now, Josh, you mentioned that the United States government owes China a lot of money. Well, I don't want to dispute that. I don't want to get into that, but I want to say the U.S. government has their priorities set. While they may owe other countries, their citizens are being taken care of. So let me say that. But that's the difference in Liberia. Your current government does not have their priorities set. It's all about themselves and not about the people. And that is very unfortunate. But here's the thing, the issue of the campaign message. The question is whether the campaign message is fair, if they are being fair, right, Nelson?
Definitely.
It's a tactic. We know that it's a strategy. Let's keep the people poor so that they can depend on us. Let's keep the people broke. Let's keep them hungry so that during campaign time, we can give them 1 cup of rice, 1 bag of rice, or $10 US, and sell to them any information that we deem necessary, and a poor man that we have just given a bag of rice will believe what we say. Secondly, the reason Spoon Network and other network has been targeted during this time is because the government want to sell to the people what they believe is right, the lies, and that there is no way that the people will actually, they will get the actual information, the real information through social platform like the Spoon Network. So this is not new, right? This is not new when the government, when you see people like, people in government coming out at this time to campaign, like what Akara Grace is doing and others are doing. It's not new. But the difference here is that during other administrations or in other parts of the world, the people would do something for their people. And then when they come back to the people and say, please elect me, they are coming with the actual tangibles. But this government has done nothing for the Liberian people. In fact, has made the people condition worse. So they are going to come and use every strategy. They bring in their best communicators, people like Samuel Toy coming on the campaign trail and lying to the people. But the people have no other means of getting the facts. But what is blessing the Liberian people and what keeping some of us hopeful is that we have platforms like this that at least people that have internet access will get the actual information and disseminate that to our people out there. So we know what is happening. It's a campaign tactic. We know that what they have done, they have destroyed the country economy, and we need a serious government that will address the issue. And that's why Mr. Cummings is the right guy. And that's why I'm here every night to tell the Liberian people, the young people, that look, reject CDC. Bring someone that will take this country as serious as it should be, so that your issues will be taken seriously, so that you will have jobs. You will have job. You will have something to do. You will not depend on their pockets. You will not be bribed with your own money. They take your money, give it to their children, send them to the best countries, to the best schools. You see them in their yard, on their swimming pools, enjoying their lives. Then at this time they will come to you and say, look, vote for us again. But Liberians are not stupid. The young people out there, they are not stupid. Our generation is not stupid. And that's why we need to kick them out and bring in Mr. Edison Cummings to fix the country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The lone CPP man on the show, Sandy. Magnus, it's over to you, sir. Let's hear you. You have 2 minutes.
All right. I mean, for me, what I would say is I don't blame the likes of Moses Akaras Gray, because the Liberian people made a mistake of electing him, and when they elected him, he was able to have the opportunity to fly all of his children abroad, ride the biggest of cars, and all he could do for them is pin Tottenham once in every 6 years and build few pay latrines. Just imagine Liberia in the 21st century we're still building pay latrine. And when you go on a page, he boasts about it. That's all he has done in district number 8. Quickly to CDC general campaign. I mean, CDC will have to lie because they've done nothing and they'll continue. They've done nothing. CDC promised us 6,000 teachers for Nigeria, 0. They promised us Coastal Highway, 0. They promised us Valley Island, 0. They promised us stadiums in the various counties, 0. They promised us that they will provide 1 million jobs every year, 0. They want the day harmonization to say all the harmonization will benefit the civil servant, the low level staff in the government. But what it did was it took the money and put it in their pockets and it reduced the salaries of the civil servant from 145 minimum to $45 minimum, from 150 minimum to $45 minimum. So all CDC will have to do is for Samuel Twer to go over there with his lying tongue, keep telling the people that electricity is being transported to Cote d'Ivoire, which is a blatant lie, to tell the people that the university they give free tuition. What is free tuition when there is no instructional materials? What is free tuition when the classes are overcrowded, when you have leaking building? Since CDC took over, the entire University of Liberia campus has never been painted. What is free tuition when
30 seconds.
the bathrooms at the university is not even in a good sanitary condition? What is free tuition when the high schools there's no quality education? So the education is free and free of knowledge because I mean there is nothing. So CDC will just build our campaign on lies.
Thank you very much, folks. You are watching the late night politics on Spoon, and of course, at this point, the discussion is on the campaign messages that is being carried out by the different political parties. What's your take on it? Does the message correspond with what we've seen in the past 6 years of other leadership by those who are in administration or by those who are wanting to come in? Let's hear from you, Mr. Johnson. It's over to you, sir.
Oh, thank you.
You have 2 minutes.
Oh, now it's from 3 to 2 now. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, anyway, well, I just want to let you guys know that election has consequence. Okay? And whatever you vote for is what you get. So we're talking about Akara's grade. That's what the people voted for. And you get what you get. Now, you are not what you say you will do. You are what you do. So all this deceit in campaign, I will do this, I will do that, I will do this, I will do that. That's not you. I judge you by what you're doing now. It might be at the little scale because you don't have the capacity to do it at large scale. But I look at the little things you do and determine that if I gave him more, he will do more. He will represent me more. Now, when we come to deceit in electoral processes, in campaign processes, every party has some level of deceit, but not at the same level. Some party deceit is way to the extreme. Some party is just minimal. But again, when you are the ruling party, you got more. You should be running on history because you were given an opportunity. You have a report card that people can judge you by. It's like your child goes to school and then comes with a report card at the end of the year and telling you to send he or her back to school and choosing the kind of school he wants to go to. But the report will determine that, I will invest more into sending you to a better school, or I will just keep you where you are based on your record. Okay, now let's look at I want to address Mr. Weeder. You said, I don't know where you came from with that economic principle. I don't know if it's a theory. That's my first time in my life to ever hear that to say, resources are limited, but wants and needs are not limited. My brother, needs are limited. Needs are what you can't do without. Needs are what you need to live for survival. Wants are unlimited. Okay, like for instance, food, clothing, and shelter. You need those things, but you don't need 5 cars. You don't need 10 houses. No, those are luxury. That's what we call wants. Now, if you go into the example you gave about China and America, now you go into a lady promising her, I will pay your children's school fee. When you know you're going to struggle to pay that school fee, you just lie to that lady. You use her. You give her big promises. You should make promises based on what you are able to deliver. Don't go with your rhetorics, because at the end of the day, it will catch up with you. Now let's go back to the free tuition at the universities. My brothers, we all have advanced in other countries. Show me one country in advanced country where you go to school free at university level. Why you will take taxpayers' money and give it to few individuals to go to school and acquire a degree and go work and get paid for themselves? How about those that are going to private universities too? How do they benefit? Those things are political rhetorics. We should trash that whole thing. Okay, we should not even put it into law. Okay,
30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Now we talk about election with enjoyment and all of those things. Let me tell you, the legislature is intellectually bankrupt. We don't have intellectual in the legislature. On the various committees, we need to have people who are educated in those areas to be on committee. But they start celebrating and just jump on and say, you vote for me. I want to be representative. Movie star will say, I want to be this. I want to be representative. He pay a few handpump, we vote for him. Our Liberian electors are they're not educated. So we need to do more into educating people so that at the end of the day, Liberia is all we got, brothers and sisters. It doesn't matter what party you belong to, but we need a better Liberia. I'll pause there.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot. We move to Emmanuel.
Yeah, can I say something quickly, guys? Can I get before we go to Emmanuel? I just feel that every time I'm making a comment, I get a lot of interjection, and my time is not exhausted because I got a time plenty as well. So next time, if we give me my time, can the interjection stay until I finish, and then we can go ahead? Yeah, that's what I want to make.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Because you had this time for it. I know you have fucking ask time for.
But man, the men are well. Fee for the men are well. So go ahead, Emmanuel. Let's get you.
So for some reasons, I'm not surprised when I see the likes of Akaras Moses Gray trying again to manipulate the people, attempting to pretend he's pretending like he's in solidarity with them, stepping on sandbags, walking in the slum, acting like he's in solidarity with the people. The lawmakers in our country thinks that they always think that 6 years is too long. 6 years will not come and pass. So they don't care. They live their lives for themselves. Very few of them know how to actualize the responsibilities associated with those positions that were privileged to them. Now, you have a Samuel 12 who seems to be obsessed with the number 27. The last time that brother went about telling people how they have emancipated the lives of 27 million people, and now he's saying that they are, I'm just confused with Samuel 12. He's riding on the gullibility of our people, to be honest. He
You
knows
know,
that the
it's a
Liberians
funny thing you talked about 27. We'll play that 27 video again. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's riding on the gullibility of our people. The guys are aware that many of our people they are not educated, they are not schooled when it comes to decision making, especially during the electoral time. They inflict hunger, they inflict starvation, they inflict suffering on the people, only to come back during electoral processes and use the very resources that the people should have been benefiting from previous years to use it against them, manipulate them into keeping them in office. We need to stand up. We that find ourselves in a privileged position to educate our people. We should not stop. We should not give up on them. They need us now even more than before. Let us keep preaching the word to them, telling them that this government has failed dismally. Elections is a time to make decisions. You create people based on their performances of the past, what they have done in past time. Now you have a district 8 that hosts, in fact, it's in the heart of the capital city. You have the UL, you have many infrastructures there. Akaras Gray has not been able to upgrade the life of the people there. You still have slum communities within swamps within that in particular district. And you have Akaras Gray pretending to be in line with the people these days. After he took the taxpayer money, he went to France as if to say there's nowhere okay to get married in Liberia. And Akaras Gray, some 11 years back, wouldn't have gotten married. If you made money on your own from your own sweat, that's a different thing. When you make money at the expense of the Liberian people and going and spending in another country, that's deception. And you want them to keep supporting you, that's completely unfortunate. Akaras Gray should not be given another chance. And any other lawmaker within that country that we find that will find manipulating our people should be stopped from getting re-elected. We should make sure that people who have the country at heart, people who have mark set from their previous life they have lived with the people, be elected into office. I rest for now.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Ture, it's over to you. You are muted.
Yes, sir. Thank you so very much, Nelson. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, man. Liberia, we're at a crossroad right now. We know what this administration have subjected the Liberian to, our people to, and now they are actually campaigning on disinformation and misinformation. And the opportunity that people have to be informed, they have taken that ability away from them by shutting down Spoon. So we are in a very, very challenging territory right now. But let me say this, like I said, I did not have any expectation for President George Manawia when you voted in 2027. But what I'm surprised about is the decision now to hunt people. And I think that's something none of us would have actually thought in our widest imagination that President George Manawia was going to exemplify any kind of tyrannical behavior that we are seeing now. But lying is a crime. You know, it's a violation, like Brother Johnson alluded. And I know very well that campaign people go through with different rhetorics and all of that stuff. But it is the people's right to be informed, especially by a finance minister. I was reading about this article last night after that show about Labro buying power from Ivory Coast just last year. Now the minister is telling us that Labro has so much surplus in electricity now that they are supplying Ivory Coast. I mean, that's a lie, man. That's a bone-faced lie. And the finance minister should be ashamed of himself, right? You can't subject the people to poverty, to suffering. Then on top of that, you come to lie to them again. You know, and that's what we are saying. Joe, we are not going to do anything better. You know, say, show me who you are, I'll believe you. You know, but when you continue to showcase what this administration have done continuously to our people, the mop-up exercise, the harmonization, you know, the Bali Island, the 6,000 teachers, the auditor,
they have,
you know, and the able math, the eton.
They have
the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on again. I mean, nobody's stupid yet. They think too big for the president. They don't even know what to do with this thing. You know, and you have to be so oblivious to reality to think that another 6 years given to this administration, they will do better. My brother, it's like a freshman going to school your freshman year. You get on these big campuses, you don't know how to make your way around. You're trying to connect with friends, you're trying to connect with seniors to show you the way, right? We'll give you that excuse for 1 year, 2 years. But bro, your junior year now, you should have actually figured things out on campus. If you can lead yourself now on campus in your junior year as a college student, then you don't deserve to be on that campus. And that's what President John Manning we have shown to us. Like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years would have given the president like a little break. But this president have not done anything to even pretend that they have actually gained any experience to lead, right? And don't even get me started with all of the projects. And I know my man George, I like George. George, I know you are in a very, very tough situation to try to back something that cannot be backed, right? Let me tell you, this government believes in sensationalized projects, misplaced projects. And when they do that, people go, oh, that's all. But is it really solving the real issues? No, it is not, right? It is not. Like go build a park, right? Another sensationalized project. But then the 14 Metro Hospital don't have anything to really help the people. They're Babulu, no medicine, no nothing. But yet the president, the administration, they are so enamored with just giving the projects and then people come and just celebrate. That's not solving the problem. It's not helping our people. It's not actually putting food on people's table. And it's certainly not doing it. That's what we are telling you. That Honorable Tiawan Gonglo is the man who don't need no private jet. Even get up about Kenke to go to work, he will ride Kenke to go to work.
Thank you.
Go down and work for the Liberian people. And I know, and I see my brother Johnson.
Man, you hear me? Thank you. The man I said thank you 5 times. You still talking.
To go to work. Thank you very much. I was just trying to live
the man I said thank you 5 times. Look, your guy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Now the man who say I'm self-regulated. The man who say I'm self-regulated. I just come here.
8 individuals against George Widow alone. Wow.
No, Mr. When you can't say 8, who are the 8?
No, I beg you, your bad. Let me say my own. Get my. Let's say 8 individuals against George Widow alone. The next time I will say 8 against the lone CPP. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta be considerate. When 2 people talk and they attack CDC, you get George 30 seconds. Let you respond to them. Then you go to Jalahu and get Jalahu 30 seconds. To be fair. Because we can have
we agreed the last time, yeah. We agreed. We did it the last time.
Who told Jalahu? I mean, somebody just left off. Oh, that Nelson. Let Nelson take a break. Nelson called me because he want to take a break. But you have these 2 guys, then they're alone. You got MOBA, Unity Party. Justino, Unity Party. Jerry, Unity Party. Sylvester, Unity Party. Sheik,
No, I didn't tell you Unity Party. Sylvester, Liberia. Sylvester, Liberia.
No, don't waste our time.
Liberia, my party.
My man, you vote back.
I say Liberia, my party.
Let's say this. Let's say this because Jerry win, and that was Jerry, Bobby, Bob. Let's say this first, right? It is important for us to go back to Akara's grade, his record. Let's ask the Liberian people, and I think it would be good for you guys to actually go through the House of Representatives, all of them, the entire House is running. Call them every day, one of them, put it up. Should Liberia vote for them? Why or why not? Let's talk about Akara's grade. Why? No, I will come to you, Georgie, because how you call him? They also say I'm gonna give him a few seconds. He want to take a break. Then Moba will come in. Moba is the co-host. But let us say something serious. Why should people vote for Akara's grade? Why? Take up your CDC hat or your Liberty Party hat or Unity Party hat. Why should anybody vote for Akaris Gray? Look, just Akaris Gray going to boast because he won Pete Tottenham High? 6 years. Look at the school, William V.S. Tottenham High School. This school, hey man, when it was red, Glen, on some of us, we used to try to go to this school. To enter this school, you may have the best of the best student. To be frank, at that time you tell anybody say in your Berkeley, but people say we in Moray, we say Moray and where? That they call Berkeley and where, yeah. You tell anybody, you said that person is a smart student. Akaris most great. Look at this school. All the time he said, look at the tree falling in the middle. How can you be a good sedition and you defend this, Georgie? You got to say the truth. Coronavirus will not catch you. If you don't say the truth on Spoon Talk, coronavirus will catch you all the time. People get medicine now for it, so we're not joke.
Yeah,
But how
let me just
can
say something
Akaris
quickly.
Gray, I come to you, my man. How can Akaris Gray defend this thing and say, I go and paint this school? That painting the people will eat. This is wickedness in high places. Take a look at this building. But Akaris Gray must celebrate that he get 9 out of pink to go paint the school. Go to Slipway, part of Charlestown. So then when? Look at the poo-poo water. Look at the train they go on in that place to go poo-poo. I know you're going to tell me that's not Akaris Gray work. For the amount of money he received and years he spent, he should be doing that which is right to elevate the status of the people in his district. Right at the market, that sick people zone. People get sick. They fly. The poo-poo fly from the dirty water. Just going on the food and people going to buy it. Akaris Gray promised the people that he would make their life better. Joey went there, put his hand up. But look at what people are saying in that area. But then compare that to where these guys then live. Compare that to where Joey lives today. Compare it to the homes he built. Compare it to where Akaris Gray lived. Compare it to the places he got married. Then we must sit on the show and agree that it's okay that these guys means well for the country. I prefer voting for you, Josh Witter, that you be district number 8 representative. Akaris is my friend. July 31st, I talked to Akaris Gray. I told him, I said, you told Arthur Johnson, you and Samuel Toy told Smith that they may go and put out bogus lawsuit. But we got something coming out that will shake the nation. Those people that call themselves lawyers, we got something that will reveal on Spoon Talk. Let tomorrow come. They left the been living, receiving money, bribes. Watch and see. We got something on them. Video recording, text messages that they make the justice system so damn corrupt. And we'll sit down here and play. Man, not because you're in Europe or we're in America. Let's say the truth. Joe Manor, where I love my brother, said, if he was going to be the right person, 2017, 2018, 2019, Joe Manor, where are going to be laying out in how people are going to be running. People are going to say, nobody touch him, we'll vote for him. If Joe Manor meant well for the Liberian people, everybody are going to pull him up. He was going to receive Africa best, European best, and world best. But the man failed the Liberian people. He and his group called Akaris Gray and the like. So I will pause. We'll give you the time to speak. As a matter of fact, we'll give you 1 minute. 1 minute, Georgie. Yeah.
Thank you. And look, Stanton, the former CEO, thank you so much for giving me the time. But here's what I want to say. Look, we Liberians encourage corruption in our own society because we have misplaced priorities. That's what we do, and This is something that we need to deal with as a people. You have a lawmaker who, in the country that we live, that you live, that where I live, lawmaker are people who, you know what I mean, they are common people in our communities. I can go to a lawmaker now to his house and we have a conversation. I come back. They are not reverent, you know what I mean, like we have in our society, that they are taking higher ups. Because we don't expect them to pay our rent. We don't expect them to, when our wife gives birth, we don't expect them to go to the hospital and pay the hospital bill. We don't expect them to buy us food. We can do it by ourselves, you know. And so in Liberia is the reverse. A lawmaker will pay school fees for people. He will pay when somebody wife gives birth, he will go and pay. When somebody child graduates, he will pay. Look, we overburden these people until we encourage them to do some things to satisfy us. But here is a trick to it. We do these things, we want everything from them. We don't want their salary to be increased in the house. We don't want it to be paid. We don't want them to be having exorbitant salaries. But we request these things from them every time. And I'm not saying that it's wrong for requesting from them, but when you request from someone, know that that person has to take their money from somewhere, either through corruption or through requesting for more salary or for legislated, you know.
Are you justifying the reason Akara's Gray is messing up?
I'm not, and my 1 minute still stands. So let me finish it. Yeah. So
no, I just asked a question. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Let me give you 1 minute because I got questions to ask him.
I am not justifying, but I know even the position I am in, right? I'm the second.
You want to sharpen the contradiction that way.
Yeah. Yeah, my man, your voice sharp. So just talk a little bit more. Yeah, it won't bust my eardrum. Jesus, how you up to? Yeah, man. So here's the thing. I'm the second oldest in my family, right? And I see that the needs of my people keep coming, right, to me. I know that I want to help, right? But sometimes I am unable to help. You know what I mean? And sometimes if you are somebody who's weak and because you want to help, you do other things that will make you to meet the needs of the people. We don't want that. Don't go to tell the Liberian people if we are educating them for voting rights.
You're wasting our time here.
Let's tell the Liberian people. Let's tell the Liberian people. Akara's Gray should not be facing school. He should not be finishing school. Akara's Gray should not be bathing toilet in the community.
Can I ask George some questions? Can I ask George some questions?
That's not his job. He shouldn't be doing it, and we should not expect. We should not come on the forum and expect and say Akara's Grace.
So what? So I will ask you, Georgie, what Akara's Grace should be doing? And say yes to everything, Joe. Matter where I say
no. Akara's Grace will advocate, and guess what? That's a trick. If you go in a house, that's what they don't tell you is that you go there to advocate for your people where you come from, your district. However, that's what we do.
Can I ask George some questions? I really want to ask George some questions before I forget my thoughts.
Yeah, but let Joe land. Let him land.
Let me land. As a lawmaker, you go to the house to advocate for your people. And let's define the word advocate. You dare to tell the people, my people need this, they need that, they need that. But guess what? That place you are advocating, that's where the resources come from, the allocation. Why if you don't have enough resources to go around to face all those things? So Akara's Grace should not be building anything.
So here's the issue. We're gonna give.
You're not going to build anything. You still vote. You know, it's making the same money, even more than Akara's Grace. But you know, it's not paying anything. Why should we expect Akara's Grace to pay all the community in his district? That is unfair.
Thank you. My issue here, guys, and thank you very much. We respect your opinion. Thank you very much. Let me just real quick because we got to bring our brother Jerry in. Ask your question. 10 seconds, real quick.
Yeah, George. Sometimes you get me confused when you're speaking. Did you listen to Akara Gray campaign message before he became representative? He said the representative at the time that he was working with was not doing enough for the district. He said, right at time market, people were sitting in Pupu water was running, the Sony well water was running, and he's going to do everything as representative to advocate for the government. So I am asking you, you say it is not Akara Gray responsibility to do these things. So all the extra money that have been allotted to the district, every district have what we call district development fund. What's stopping the representative? What's stopping the representative Akara Gray to question the legislature to question
Thank you very much, Justina.
the department for those to do those
Justina, thank you.
development. What's stopping him?
Thank you. Thank you. Hold on 1 minute, George.
Oh,
George, do
man,
not respond. George. No, George, do not respond because Jerry going to ask you a question, then you can put it in one. But we got to go to the rest of the guys there. It's very important. Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, my own is that question. I want to let him know. And see, something very interesting happened in Montserrat. If anything is wrong with Montserrat, it's CDC that we should hold. The CDC, the only senator since 2005 that came outside of the CDC is Darius Dillon. The Senate. So Montserrat, even the dominated Montserrat in 2005, coming to 2011 before other people started coming in. So it is very disgusting for my brother to sit here. There are three cardinal functions of a lawmaker: is to make law, represent, and do oversight.
You said it's to make what? What you just said is to make love?
No, I said law making representation. Law.
I think you said it's to make love. I'm going to say what I was
going to love. I said LAW.
Okay.
No, I can't do that. So you see, they have to make sure you make the relevant laws. Look, what are people giving God hard time for? My man, they think don't make people come to your hall who can't beg you. If you noted that plenty of people are asking for medical to go to hospital, pour money to the JFK, pour money to Tapeta Hospital, pour money there. Nobody will come to you to say, and I mean, your health policy, reform the health policy, and say that pour money there. When you pour money there, nobody will come to your office to come ask you for
your question? Where is your question?
If you create job, no, I come in. No, let me give me chance, bro. Bro, you spoke here. Understand me? It's not only a Carlos Gray alone. On this one, it's not only a Carlos Gray alone. It's not, so give me chance. The issue is, don't tell us it is not Akara's great responsibility. Let me place emphasis on the we are government. Akara Gray is almost like the de facto speaker of the 54th legislature. He's like a de facto
chair on executive.
He
run that
he
house.
has influence. Yes. If that man wanted Sonny went to be clean, he had the influence to put money in the budget to do that. Nobody say Akara Monte his salary. Myself won't be lawmaker in the future in Rewaji. I will never tell the people I'll give my salary. Because if my salary is for my family, it's not for it is for me to put money to say public work ministry. We have a condition in Tiempo. The bridge there is not built. We will put the money there. And let me see the public work minister that will eat it. Let me see the superintendent that will eat it. Even my office can go to court and go for that. That's what we call representation. But not to say that and say you want to make yourself rich, give yourself big money, and then you sit at home and make our people to turn to beggars. Then you want to come and sit here and try to intellectual what people going through.
Guys, let me say this. Let me say this. Judge, hold on 1 minute. Let me bring in. Hold on. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Let me say this. We'll give everybody that 1 minute to speak on this Akara's great issue and we'll move on. Georgie, you will have the last word, okay? Let the rest of the guys speak. Get your pen and paper because it will be unfair if we make this a two-person show. So let's go to Moba. Moba, you get your 1 minute. Akara's great issue.
So I
yes or no?
I conclude in 30 seconds.
Finio. Come out of more.
As I was
we'll go to the next topic, but I'll come to you. Let Moba go ahead.
CEO, my brother George, sometimes he confused us on a platform. You talking about America, we working, people in Liberia, asking lawmaker. If they open the avenue, no Liberian will go to any lawmaker to beg. If they carry jobs for our people, no Liberians will go to representative senator to ask them for money. Now, I will make it short. My question to you, you're talking about the building of this, the renovation of the school and the Sonny issue. The 30,000 as Carl Great taking. Where that money going? Can you tell me and give me receipt or tangible way or evidence that you say that as Calgary you say 30,000 for this project or for this one? Because the school is in your district. That's the only way it's in your district. Where the 30,000 is going? That's my question. I rest my case.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Justina. All right. You are Justina. Go ahead. Your 1 minute.
Yeah, you see, I just share a video or pictures with Nelson, And I would like for Nelson to put this up.
All the thing you're doing, Nelson, I hope you're putting something together for Nelson.
Oh yeah, forget it. Tomorrow Nelson will tell you that I reached out to him. Tomorrow Nelson will tell you I reached out to him. Even you have said that down there. Don't forget I made a plan for the tyrant night. Do I forget?
Okay. Go ahead.
Yes. So I'm gonna use Jeremiah Kun for example. Jeremiah Kun is a representative. He was a representative before he became senator. As representative, he was able to build a hospital in his district. He built school in his district. And he turned it over to the government of Liberia. So if he come before me right now and say, I want to be re-elected as a senator of my county, and somebody said, well, what you do with the money, the extra money y'all was signing for? He can say, no, I signed for that money because if I do it, I will not be able to do something for my people. So I signed for the money, but I build hospital. Here is the hospital. And Cara Gray had been in our house as representative long before George Weah became president. So just count how many years we're talking about. Cara Gray have been benefiting from the taxpayers. Cara Gray have been benefiting from the share of national resources that's supposed to go to the district. In Liberia, a county that does not have a resources, the one that have it, they take the profit, they share it with everybody. When they share it with Maserado, in Maserado district, it get our own share. District A got our own share. What is a Cara Gray doing with that money? What the district scrutiny is doing with that money? What are they doing? Because Cara Gray is in alignment with the executive branch.
We got to go very quick. Let's go to Jalahu. Jalahu, your 1 minute.
Yes. Well, thank you, Stanton.
And by the way, we'll talk about CPP comments on what they're about to do tomorrow to give you the opportunity to talk about your folks.
Thank you so much, Stanton. Look, we all know the function of our legislature. The problem and the issues that the people that are being represented by Mr. Honorable Gray or Mr. Gray is that he fails to implement the people interest or to represent the people interest in the House. We have all followed Cara Gray for many years. I have had lengthy interaction with him. And we can tell that it is either his positions in the House is either protecting the current administration or protecting, not all, but and protecting his own benefits or what's going to come to his pocket. The legislatures, most of them, not all of them, but most of them, what they do is that they take what belongs to the people, put it in their pocket, majority of it, and give the people a little. They are making the people to be dependent on them. And that's the issue, George. That's the issue that our people are faced with. You are complaining that the people are going to the legislatures. It is the legislature that is making the people to depend on them. If the people resources are being allocated fairly, equitably to the people, they won't depend on the legislature. If investors are coming into country and providing jobs for the people will not depend on Cara Gray. They will not knock on the door of Cara Gray. Do you think the people want to go to his compound and beg him? Do not subject the people to beggars. But they have subjected our people to beggars. They cannot negotiate deals for investors to come to the country. Whenever investor comes, the American embassy said it to us that the government, your government, the Weah government has made it difficult for investors to come to the country. Their negotiation is for themselves, not for the people. So the people turn to beggars. The people turn to their gate men and their cooks. So the people they are not willing to go in there to beg, but your government has subjected them to beggars because the resources that belong to the people are not being given to the people. The resources that belong to the people are being given to Akara's great daughter, going to an expensive school in Philadelphia.
That I will protect his daughter.
I'm sorry. I'll take it back. I respect the daughter and I respect his privacy.
Listen. We can beat on the politician, but not on the family, folks. Please.
And I respect that.
I have daughters of the same age, and let's just keep it clean. Go ahead.
I respect that. In general, they give it to people to themselves, I should say, but not the people that deserve to have those resources and those resources and funds that belong to our people. So our people are not beggars; they are hard workers. If the people were given the opportunity to work, they will work. If there were jobs and company and private sector open for the people to do business, they will do business. I have a couple of businesses in Liberia. Do you know how hard it is to do business under this regime? It's very difficult. And just imagine a lot of Liberians that have businesses or that want to do business in Liberia to employ our young people. It's hard. So the people are not better. Your government has made them better.
Thank you. Let's go to Sheikh. Sheikh, my brother.
Yeah, so this is what I always say. You know, like we Liberian at times we are, you know, we become too lackadaisical when it comes to holding our lawmakers accountable for things that they're supposed to do. And I understand, like a few years ago, people had these sort of actions that if you once you order CDC ticket is vote one, vote all. That resulted to people like Akaros Gray being elected, or as this man in any other planet is not qualified to serve as a representative. This man is does not hold that office to standard, and to see that and also to we Liberians, we have to somehow raise the standard for someone to become a representative. Oh, we have to set a standard, because you see a representative will serve for the entire 6 years, and at the end of his or her term, you see the person take a paint and then paint a wall of it or sidewalk or school building, and it would think that's a development. The person will go and erect some like some toilets, and it would think that's a development. That's not it. You elected this man to come and change your life, to change the condition of your environment, to come in and help you, and then improve the school systems and improve the hospitals. And if we look at Akaros Gray district, we have hospitals that are not even functional. You have Tottenham, which is one of the most respectable institution in our country. We see that institution today is falling behind. Students don't even want to go there, even it's free. It's in a very bad condition, and you see public latrine waste everywhere in the street. That it's not even taken. The man is not even living in his own district. That's even the major insult. He's not even living in his own district. So now, Liberian people, are you still going to vote for this man that has basically contributed nothing to your community for the past 12 years? No. The answer is no. And there are so many Akaros Gray in this government, and we have to make sure that we don't re-elect them into offices, and we also have to hold our officers into to upper standard, because we cannot settle for a bag of rice. We cannot settle for t-shirts. We cannot settle for community meetings.
Thank you,
we
Sheikh.
cannot settle for just scholarship. That's why we have to raise the standard. And to do that,
thank you.
We need to elect Joseph Numa Boakai as president. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So again, we want to say thanks to every one of you. We're going to go to Sylvester Vagabina, then we go to Josh Wader. After which, we're going to flip the script and talk about Mr. Comics program scheduled for tomorrow at 2 p.m. Guys, the CEO, Madam Titi Kane, also going to add to this program afternoon program. I know every one of us work, but whosoever available can come on the discussion every afternoon in Liberia by way of this means to get the message out there. As we get ourselves on other radio stations to relay our program, we work in all modalities that the people hear us. CDC will chase us till after this election, but the people must hear us in Liberia, and they will. So let's go to Sylvester, and we'll bring in. All right, Joe, what you came back for? I thought you gone. Sylvester, your 1 minute.
Oh, thank you, Sylvester, representing the no position. Okay. Should Akaros Gray be re-elected? I say no. No. his report card is bad. He has failed. So, Akara Gray has come to show to his people that he only comes to them for their vote. And after that, he go and enjoy until we can come to the point where the Liberian electorates can see themselves as employers. They will not hold their employees accountable. Akara Gray worked for the people of District 8. The people of District 8 are his employers. And looking at what he has done, well, let me tell you something. There are, everybody in the house, representatives are all representatives. But there are some representatives that are very influential. Akara Gray is influential. What he wants, he gets. If he wants to transform District 8, he will, because he is very influential. Just imagine a man or executive. He has, let's say, influence over a lot of people, the president and whatever it is, to transform the lives of the people in District 8. For all Akara Gray has been done, he says he still sees himself as some talk, organize people to go fight, to go beat people up. Come on, man. In a serious country, people like Akara Gray will be represented. No way. He can't even come close because he's not to that place yet. That hooliganism and that militarism is still in him. And until he can put that aside and see himself as a man that is called honorable, he must do the honorable thing. He just wants to improve his life and live large. Look at his life 12 years back or 6 years back. That's not the kind of life he was living. But I would tell the people of District 8, election has consequences. What you elect is what you get. If they can look at Akara Gray report card and put him back there or re-elect him, it's on them. They will be the direct victims of his behavior. I'll stop there.
Thank you. Thank you, Vakabina.
Yeah, thank you, CEO. Thank you so very much. Should Akara Gray be elected? A resounding no. When he walk like a duck, talk like a duck, it's a duck. It's not a chicken or cat. Akara Gray is what Akara Gray is. And that is no excuse for what he has subjected people to. Look, let me tell you this. Somebody long told me to say, do not put too much into somebody that you know will continuously fail you over and over and over and over again. Akara Gray, this guy, the only thing Akara Gray is good at is brutalizing university students. Oh, the boy enjoys doing that, man. He enjoys doing that. When we talk about something that happened in this great United States, CEO, you know that when people say taxation without representation. So this guy, the people, taxpayer money, the man took the money to this network spoon. Show this guy picture enjoying taxpayer money in Paris, France. Right? So Paris is better than the district that he has been representing since 2005. Look at that place, man. Look at that place. And that's why my friend George gonna have a hard time defending these things. It's like it is so hard because punches will be coming from everywhere. This guy should not be elected. He should not even be close. Anybody that lives in that district should not even be on the ballot box. He don't deserve to be on there. He don't represent the people in any positive way. His actions, his inactions, everything about that dude is bad. I'm not going to get into his family and all of that stuff. But CEO, I know you don't want us to get there, but he's using the money to take care of his family.
But we're not going to talk about
CEO, let me tell you this. Remember this when Ted Cruz in the United States, when the people of Texas were suffering from that stuff, the man wanted to
He wanted to take training
they take training to go to Canada. But yeah, let Leah Carey's great daughter all of
You
this
know what I
thing.
mean? So we need to talk
That's
about
all
that.
but let's
But
leave
it's
his
sad though,
daughter
but he should
all
not
of
be
it.
elected.
Yeah.
He's one of the worst representatives ever in the history of that country. He's really good at brutalizing
So
people.
George, you say your time is over.
But they're not George regulating anything here. You know what I mean? You regulating something, Josh? It's a CEO right here. If the CEO want me to turn it tomorrow morning, I'll turn it tomorrow morning. As someone doesn't want to interfere. But I'll stop there. Thank you.
Yeah, but we're gonna leave. Let's go straight to George. Let George respond. Let's leave Jerry alone. I mean, I gotta go. Yeah, let's leave
CEO,
Jerry alone.
it'll be unfair to me. It'll be unfair to me, CEO. What? Yeah, I gotta succinctly, opine on this matter.
Let me Jerry the last you.
Go ahead, Jerry.
Which grade are you talking about? Is it a grade who refused to put money in the budget of the University of Liberia but take talks to go be student? Which grade are we talking about? Are we talking about a grade who led the illegal removal of Kabina Janet? The man who can justify corruption. The man, there's a chief justifier for corruption at the legislature. He said there, he can say, oh, but we can take 30,000 if for all we can decide what to do. Don't pretend as if you don't know that if you send money to help ministry to go to Sodiwa Clinic, and you see what you want to eat that money, you ask the head minister where the money is.
Yeah.
You ask, you will make sure that if you want to pretend that you want me sending people to the hospital, pay the money and give it to the sector. Today in Liberia, I work at MCSS. We have an education law that says you need to get 45 or 44 in the classroom. But guess what? You go low, people that grade and will say the people will go to school. We want to implement the law. You say you want quality. Then every 5 minutes they interfere. If you say 40 per class, build more schools. That's the solution. The solution is not to make the student 100 in the classroom. The solution is not to make them 150 in the classroom. It's difficult. Teachers are going through tough time. In Accra Great District, go to GW Gibson, go to CDB King, go to Morava Demonstration, go to Mose for all the places. They are in Accra District. Go to these schools. They are in deplorable condition. That man does not even deserve to be anywhere near power. This is a young man who was extremely ready and coming up. People say, oh, that election. You come to power and want to...
But I will interrupt you. The stand he took against Madam Salif.
Yeah.
It's totally opposite of what he's doing now.
Of course. All the things that were wrong today, they are right.
They are right.
All the things. Akara had all the opportunity. You are given an opportunity to speak, but sometimes when a colleagues want to, you see, when Delon and others are standing up for the people, then Akaras and others who claim to come with proper agenda, which the people understand to be.
Let's hold you there, Yemfoy.
Yeah.
Yemfoy, let's hold you there. Let's go to Josh.
Anywhere called power. It's a complete
Josh, you get
disappointment.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
Damn it. A real intellectually bushally man.
You are muted, Josh.
Mute.
Let me try something quickly. Look, before I start, I just want to speak to my brother Sylvester Johnson. He tried to demean what I said when I said once a new.
You say go by way to nothing.
Let the man finish. Sylvester, let the man finish. Guys, stop. Guys, I'm begging you. Just stop unmuting yourself. We get a master button. We got to listen to Josh. Josh, go ahead.
So I said wants and needs, unlimited resources, limited. He was trying to question me. When you eat Kidon Garden, they will tell you, say, now is the name of a person, place, or thing. When you reach university, it changes. So when you reach certain level of education, resources become limited and even needs become unlimited. For instance, I'm here in Australia. I need a car. In Liberia, you don't need a car to live. Yeah, I need a car to live. So you see how it's different? It's relative per person. So you cannot come up here where educated people are here and then you want to demean what we have studied and make us to feel stupid. It doesn't work like that. Let me go to Akara's great thing. Guys, I heard my sister Justina talked about development fund for districts. There's nothing for development fund for district. There is development fund for county. The county development funds go to the county superintendent. It goes to development superintendent and does a lot of work for the county. There's nothing called district development fund. So people should not come in and continue to lie to the Liberian people, and then we want to believe it, and we went to school. It hurts, guys.
I'm not cutting your point of correction. I said county development fund. And what happened to the one that go to his district?
So you see, even the county development fund does not go to the representative. It has nothing to do with that. It goes to the superintendent, and they get the development superintendent, and they get people who use that money. It does not come to him.
No, but to a point, they can have county setting.
Come on, man.
Like
Okay,
Lawmaker
guys,
can
I
have
see you,
county
man. I
setting.
see you. Because you don't give me the
Like
time to talk.
Lawmaker can have
But
county
it's
setting.
not right. No, listen, Jerry.
Jerry,
No, guys, it's not right. No, it's not right. No, guys, listen. We're gonna respect each other, please. Give him the time. He almost done. Let George speak, please.
But
Go
CEO,
ahead, Georgie.
1 second, CEO. If the man speak, we got to put him in check.
No, but don't
After he
interrupt
done.
him.
No,
Don't interrupt
no
him.
interruption.
Yeah. Go ahead, Georgie.
Go
So
ahead.
what I was saying,
Yeah, yo, destroy Georgie on his show.
they were maybe to get something out of me that shouldn't be coming out of me. Because actually, I'm really a
No,
calm
you're
person.
sedition. We ain't expect
I'm a
anything
really
good
calm
out of you.
person. And
We ain't expect anything good out of you. You're a sedition. Go ahead.
Look, guys, education. And I thank you, Sandy, for sending me requests on LinkedIn. I accepted that. Thank you. Let's go from there. But the thing is that as educated people, and even people who strive for knowledge, we don't need to go to formal school. But when you strive for knowledge, when people are talking, you listen to them, you learn things from them. So there's nothing that Akawas Gray has to do with development. Akawas Gray, like Yomi Kanga Lawrence in the Senate, all these people have stayed long in the legislature as well. Why can't we question them? We are questioning Akawas Gray because in his district there are slums. Come on, guys. He should go and build slums for people to live in, and that way you're calling a good representative. That's not his job. And when we continue to do these things, we destroy people. Even if George, I want to go in the legislature, for what you guys are doing to these people, I would not want to go there because I want to go and accept my little salary, and you expect my salary to be used on my community.
Thank you, George. So it's 11. Georgie, it's 11-16 year. All right. So let make it so start. We will not go to back and forth. I about to leave. You can do that with Nelson. But I want to say real quick, let's talk about CPP, please. And then I can let you be. You will not convince Georgie not to vote for Akaris Gray. But then, you know what? People think that I just feel that Akaris Gray should go sit down and give other person the chance. Maybe that person will do better. It's not only limited to Akaris Gray. All of them. Bunch of them. Okay? Those that didn't do anything, they should go sit down and give other people the chance. Let's talk about CPP. Mr. Cummings waited all this time. His county's chairman, they are resigning. Nimba, Mike Gibby, Bon County. Mr. Cummings promised, we get the letter. Jala, please don't laugh. I'll read the letter to you. Mr. Cummings promised the people that you're going to spend $3 million on this campaign. $3 million, that's a lot of money. I don't know who on the show have seen $3 million. I have not seen $3 million. But the people say, they're going to spend $3 million. $3 million on the campaign. Imagine, for the sake of good heaven, is he coming late in the game? Louis Brown is praying to God that nobody was convinced Mr. Cummings. Louis Brown is praying to God seriously because he needs that money. So tomorrow they will name Louis Brown, George Wisner, Stoga McIntosh, Aloysius Stoll, and every one of them, they will name them on Tim Cummings for his campaign. Same old, guys. What would be your advice to Mr. Cummings today? If he asks you advisement, what would be my next step? Why can't you tell Mr. Cummings that you think he must listen to? It's elite. Nima Kante, Musa Belete get one sample, in the whole of district number 7 that he running. Musa Benete is not ensemble with Mr. Cummings. Musa Benete have distanced himself far, far away. We got a video. But you can play the video, Nelson. Well, you can play the video. Nelson, you took it down?
The sea. So before, how many miles? The sea. So before.
Issue is that Musa Benete is running away from Mr. Cummings. Charlene Bronski asking for the remaining of her money. They want to give her, she want the banners. Because it's getting serious. Charlene said, but you came my banners money now. That Jara who there, it's rough. Guys who can laugh, they will cost us. What would be your advice to Mr. Cummings? Let me start with our own sister, Justina. Let she come in and tell Justina, what would be your advice to Mr. Cummings? Should he just wait for 2029? Should he spend $3 million? What's your take?
Listen, Stanton, and to all the gentlemen on the platform and to those viewers, Cummings will not listen. I serve as a Zolori head in the ANC. I put my own Zolori together to call Cummings #1 Zolori. The stealing that was happening during the 2017 election, he had one lady by the name of Jill who were controlling the finances or African American or so. And I literally have to like photograph people sitting and strategizing, even when we went for the motorbike from Coca-Cola to bring it for the campaign. I look at everything and I told Mr. Cummings, yeah, trust me, come 2017, if you decide to contest, go as VP to somebody or emerge with other political parties. But they're rough. You will not go nowhere. This path that you think you claiming, it will not be the right path. It will not carry you nowhere. But Mr. Cummings didn't listen to people like us because some of us, the ANC consider us to be nobody. They're looking for high educated people. They're looking for people with big degree. But the thing they don't understand or what they are forgetting is that academic is not wisdom. Wisdom is given to you by God, and academic is given to you by your own self. So my advice to Mr. Cummings is bring the money. Even though I can tell you that money, that 3 million, that what they're talking that story, that 3 million. Okay, so I want to be ready. That 3 million, that whole 3 million story, that story behind it, and that 3 million. But whatever money he get, let him bring it. Our people there on the ground, we tell them to go and eat it. You get group them plenty in that bro. Go place your put down there, go collect your mile, eat it. They see where my group when they feed the CDC, they collected that 60,000 LD. I say you're finished. I say go burn the t-shirt. They put it on fire. They burn it. They say we're going to JB. I say you're
Thank you.
So they train them to eat the money.
Thank you. Thank you, Justina. We'll keep Jara for last.
I call for unity.
Justina.
Yeah, just
Justina,
1 second, sir. 1 second. I call out for unity for the ANC and Bwaka to unite for the sake of the Liberian people. And Cummings said he will not unite
for the shit. You said for the shit of the Liberian people?
No, I said for the sake.
What you guys say? Oh, sick.
I said for the sake.
I get your problem. Thank you very much, Justina. Let's go to check.
I said for the
sake. I beg you. Nelson, do this round very quick. Do this round, then maybe we can end the show. I'm not hearing too well. Let me get off the show because they want to get this serious now. Sharif, go ahead. Nelson, take care.
Yeah, so I believe that Mr. 7% needs to get out of the race. Because the reason I'm saying this, these things, the politics, especially electioneering, is about numbers. And if you trying to push a message and people are not receptive to your message, why are you continuing to force yourself? The only chances that may have and the only opportunity he had to being close to presidency was by going as number 2 to JMB, and he squandered an opportunity. And I don't think, I'm not God or I'm not a soothsayer to say that another opportunity will not come, but judging the landscape of our politics in Liberia, I don't think another opportunity will arise for him again, because this is what happened. You have so many vibrant young men that are coming into the Liberian politics scene, and then you have people like Clarence Moneybar, and then you have Jeremiah Kuhn, and then you have the likes of Mr. Gonglo, and the list goes on. So these people are coming on. So this is going to be his second attempt. He's just going to be the next Bacchus Matthew that we had, and he's just not going to go anywhere. So if I'm him, save your money, because people are just going to eat his money, and this we seeing videos from outside the city in the rural areas. Have anybody seen anybody mention the name Elzana Kumi? No, it's not. Why
Thank you.
Deceive yourself?
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot. Let's go to Jerry. We will save Cindy and Josh for last. So let's go to Cindy and then Toure. Toure, I understand you used to be ANC man. That's what we learned last night. But let's hear from Jerry. Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah. Oh, but when the CEO I brought the story up, I want to tell you something. The issue about Alexander Cummings. Recently, Alexander Cummings was warned by former presidents. He said, if you see Musa Belede distancing himself from activities, Manaseri say, my man, so all I think here, they coming, they giving $3 million a big vla. A big vla. They can get all that money that they promise her. All the money they promise her. Right now, there's a serious, but they just because you're on a ballot, so they will just do all these things. But you see, Kumi is completely downhearted. But because he didn't listen. And he listened, look, it was even if you see an elephant visit your farm at night to destroy the crop is out of courtesy. Because when you come in the day, you are a farmer, you're not a hunter, you will not be able to resist it. It might even destroy you and the crops. So it can be out of courtesy. So it was out of courtesy and maybe, working together. That's why JMB said, okay, my arms are open. Come let's work together. But he said, you coconut, you guy, water. So what he going through right now, he deserve it. Because I know he's going nowhere, you understand? He's not going to spend $3 million anywhere. Kumi does not have $3 million anywhere. Nobody should lie to you. Yeah.
Thank you. Toure, the former ANC man, let's hear you.
Well, look, and I'm glad that Dr. Francine on air yesterday. Look, yes, I was once a sympathizer of the ANC.
Oh, sympathizer.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But look, them make no mistake. I still have a support there. Okay, I really do. I think Mr. Cummings definitely can be that, but not. I mean, not this time around. But let me tell you this. There is something that I learned. Back in college, my freshman is called SWOT. SWOT. You know what I mean? In life, you need to understand, your strength, your threat, your opportunity, and then all these things. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think Mr. Cummings actually identified, keenly what his strength was, his weaknesses, his threat, and his opportunity. And Sheriff actually hit on some areas, Definitely, there's a man who understands how international community works. You know what I mean? And Labrock would definitely enjoy having a man like Mr. Cummings being president. But then you have to understand, he did not tap into his opportunities. Like Sheriff alluded, go as vice president. Mr. Cummings, would have been a viable vice presidential candidate to JMB or even Mr. Tiahon Gonglo, my political leader. But again, he did not take advantage of his opportunity. Now his threats, viable man, like Liberia is a community is who you know. You know what I mean? And who you know will tap into a lot of stuff. And the fact that people keep calling him Mr. Cummings, he just came, he was not in the country when Liberia going
30 seconds.
when LeBron going through all her struggles and suffering and stuff like that, and people identify with people like that. You know what I mean? Like even with our president right now, they think I made President Joe we are president because doing the water they made to come. You know, doing the water, he used to take the loose star and take them pay all of this stuff, right? People gravitated towards the president because of those generous gesture that he did when LeBron was out of very, very critical junction in our history, right? So that really, really set with people, and up to today's day, that's why Joe Weah is loved. But Joe Weah, the politician, he's a baseball failure. And even my brother George knows that. And that's not diminishing anything that I have in my heart for President George Manuel Weah. I think he's a great guy. But he's not a good politician, right? So two things can be true. And also the very two things too, if you look at them too, they might not be true. So Joe Weah is a great guy, but he's not a great politician. He's not a great leader, right? But Mr. Cummings, man, like the clock is ticking. I don't know that if I'm Mr. Cummings, if you have that $3 million alleged by the CEO, by the former CEO, I would say don't use that money because I'm telling you, man, there are a lot of vulture out there, man.
Thank you very much. Let's go to mobile. Then we'll come to you, Magnus, and then we'll go to Cindy and Josh.
Actually, you see, I don't want to attack Mr. Kumi, but I just feel sorry for him because, the amount of the kind of people that are around him, more especially like the Bedete fashion, like everybody know Bedete record. And people come here, ANC people come and defend his record 24/6. But it may get a very dark record, and we all know. The man only done it for his interest. That's it. A man, Joey, and if he talking that thing, Joey already tell him, I said, my man, the operation was saying on make sure it be done. And operation done. He not waiting for election day. I mean, I can't Kumi nowhere. They don't want to eat Kumi money. The small money he get, they won't eat it. We all know. I feel sorry for him. Actually, I want to attack. Kumi is a good man. Kumi get the heart of gold. But the people that are around him, and sometimes, he can listen to because a lot of people come on the platform with a lot of people advising, giving advices, talk to him behind the scene, but he never listened. Now when he is like in the water, you're drowning, but anything you get, you will hold it. Our brother saying he can go out in Ghana. That's a fact saying. He get a lot of people. Look at Louis Brown. Louis Brown is there to eat the money. Look at this on the 5,000 I get missing. Those guys share the money. They share among themselves. They eat it. What Kumi did nothing. And today they all praise and singing beyond Bedete because I can say beyond Kumi. You understand? So that my take on it, but actually I don't really want to go in deep into the whole stuff because Kumi is my man. I respect him a lot, and I would not like to go against him. But sometimes they gotta clarify. That's it.
Thank you very much, Magnus.
Yeah. What advice I have for Mr. Cummings? I had advice for Mr. Cummings since 2020, but now as it stands, I don't have any advice for him because the thing has already left the station. Whatsoever decision he made then, he will live with the consequence. And I mean, quick to the point, I mean, like everyone has been saying, Cummings' chance of getting easier to the presidency was going as last Senate Director Joseph Nima Bonka. That slate was clean. That seat was prepared for him with no contention. But my brother, when people become arrogant because of certain things, the people who suppose Kumi thinks that first, nobody is more educated than them. Two, they think they can raise money because they can cancel in America and they host rally and they raise money. So they feel that because they're raising money, there means they should control everything, not knowing election is not how much you have, how much dollar you have, is how many people you have. So I mean, the sorrowful thing is Kumi is being used by the ability and the legs, and my brother Ben Senvi and our senior brother Ben Senvi and everybody to further divide the opposition because all the sitting over there and throwing jabs and using Mariah and using all the other people to throw jabs at JMB. It's just to put fuel on the fire to at the end of the day they can say, oh, the people are here causing us, so we can support them, we're going beyond CDC. That's what Ben Sevi and Musa Bedede did 2017. And sorry to say, Kumis will be sitting. After the election, Kumis will be sitting and thinking on where to take a support when Musa Bedede and Ben Sevi will go again to CDC. So you CPB already pledged and support the CDC while he be sitting. The same thing they did to Bronskin, they're going to do it to him. Mark my word.
Thanks a lot, Magnus. We will go to Josh, and then after that, Cindy.
Okay, thank you so much, Nelson. Hello, guys. I think Cummings is a really nice person. I think Cummings deserves better than what people are saying about him. I think that we can disparage people, in favor of our candidates or whatsoever we are supporting. But I think we have absolutely no right to speak to this man the way we are doing tonight. And here's why I think so. I think it is no, crime for anyone to put their hand up to want to lead Liberia. We should be absolutely on top of our heads, to appreciate people of the caliber of this man, Mr. Cummings. And I want to tell Mr. Cummings tonight, if he waits on the 2029 after George Weah's second term, I will be his foot soldier in Liberia. I will move from Australia, go to Liberia, and be a foot soldier to make sure that he wins the election. I think Boakai belongs in the past. I think Boakai is the reason why we have the problems we have, because he's been in government for 42 years. He's done nothing absolutely. He has never put a hand up to say, don't do this to Liberia or to Liberians. He has never spoken out all the corruption that happened for the 12 years he was in government. He had never one day taken a mic to say, this has to stop. The only time he spoke was when he was trying to be the president in 2017, when he said there's kind of opportunities. He was there, he did nothing. He is a problem. It's a problem that we want to forget. And I think Mr. Cummings stands to change.
It's a problem that you want to do what? You want to what?
You want to forget. You want to forget.
Wow.
Yeah, he belongs
George
to
now big.
He belongs
No,
to
no,
the past,
George needs to
and
conclude. Let's give George a chance.
He has absolutely no right running for presidency, because he is the reason Liberians are suffering the way they are suffering, because he has done nothing absolutely. He has never spoken out in public for anything that he stands for. We don't know what he stands for. And I think Mr. Cummings has been speaking against the government constructively. I admire his stance on issues, even though issues are issues, and we have to confront them. But I think he is the best to lead Liberia after George Weah, and no one else that I see. Maybe we can talk about Kio Gonglo, he's my brother-in-law, maybe after that. But I think Cummings stands the best chance, and Liberia stands to benefit when Cummings comes to the presidency. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Let me just say something. I want to say something with George. You now made another allegation. Our honorable host, I will share you videos where Waka is speaking against the government, not only in Liberia, on international media. Just because you are not informed, that does not mean it not happen. You see Cummings under talking, you now say that to me, you say Waka have said nothing, Waka have done nothing. I will bring these videos here again so they can start playing them. Okay, I rest my case.
Thank you.
I will tell you, say they can see it. They can see it. They will just want to be deceitful.
Thank you. So we will. Okay, we want to make Cindy the last. So let's take Sylvester. Then we'll go to Cindy. You're welcome, Chief. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, it's Mr. Cummings' right to run for the presidency, like any other Liberian. But you see, Cummings has been around. He ran in 2017. Okay, that's about then 6 years after he's deciding to run again. I mean, he's not just coming into the political arena or not just coming on the political scene. Why this late? You coming to name your campaign, the members of your campaign team. I mean, you are being around. I mean, I will see if somebody who just jump in the race or the first time or presidential candidates and whatever, but you've been around for a while. Why this time? You know, they will say, oh, we still got plenty of time. But the thing here is, you see, sometimes this where you really look at love for country. So let me be very frank with you. You spend, campaigns are expensive. You don't want to waste money when you know your chance or your chances of winning are very slim or not high. So you look at the trend it's taking, and then you decide that, you know what, this is not the time for me, or for the love of country, this nightmare or this leadership is not working for us. We need to get these people out of power so that our people can experience good governance. But everybody wants to be president. It's fine. But again, look at the trend. Okay? Look at the trend right now. Look at the trend. Who are the possible people that will go, even if the second term? Who are the possible people? So I'm not going to look at TD Medium and pump it into a campaign when I know I will not be among the top two. I mean, it's just a waste of resources. If it's true now that it's 3 million, but whatever it is, but I think you should you have to re-strategize and really think about.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. So let's go to Cindy, the lone citizen.
I see you, man. I gotta run.
Yeah, so because you wear that shades today now, you running very fast. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Okay. I thought my United Party people. No, mama, you see, when you go to school, you still on the computer, and I get used to you.
They may wear on a very
yeah. So thanks for you all, and then I
will give a party cover for you.
Y'all vote for
no. Let's get Cindy to come in.
Yeah, so
in fact, Jerry Remy here. Let's get Cindy.
The United Party people always run away. That's how.
Oh, mama, you know me, man. You know me.
Okay, but I will say I will stay.
Cindy, go ahead. Go ahead, Cindy.
Look,
the man leave.
Magna, mute. Let me turn now. It's okay. Look, every political party has their own strategy to campaign, to give their message to the people. Every political party. You do not expect the strategies to be the same. Mr. Cummings, when he came in 2017, it was very close to election time. He came very late. He has been around the country and he has been very strategic. He has been engaging. He has been speaking to the issues. He has been telling the Liberian people how he will face the Liberian economy, how he's going to bring jobs to the country, how he's going to improve our security, how he's going to improve the healthcare. The message has been going to the people. You do not campaign just few weeks or a couple months to the election. You campaign throughout. You campaign for several months, several years before election. Since Mr. Cummings entered Liberia in 2017, he has been going from county to county, gradually, slowly, but he has reached the people in every corner of our nation. And the people have been hearing that message. So we are not worried about people putting all billboards from county to county now.
So what would be your political leader at this time?
My advice is that continue to do what you are doing, Mr. Cummings. He's doing the right thing. Continue your campaign strategy. Door to door.
In a chat room.
Sylvester, we do it one at a time. We do it one at a time. Door to door. Let's do it a Jehovah Witness style. And that's what we're doing. Our voters, people that we believe will vote Mr. Cummings, are the ordinary Liberian people. Are the Liberian people who are feeling the issues in the country. People who knows how important it is for the economy to be faced. And Mr. Cummings' message is reaching those people. So Mr. Cummings and the CPP, continue to do what you are doing. You are on the right path to be elected president of the Republic of Liberia. So tomorrow, we are naming the campaign team. What are you talking about is late. Do you think that when you name the campaign team, that's when campaigns start? Campaign
Exactly.
started a long time ago.
But
So we are just
I think I agree with you. I agree with you on
One
that.
at a time. I mean, another 30 seconds, please. She interrupted me. So campaign started long time ago. We are just doing the formal naming of our campaign team. But they were not sleeping. We've been talking to the people. So we are on the right path to elect Mr. Edison Benedict Cummings for President of the Republic of Liberia come October 10th. Thank you.
So I just wanted to ask you what he was saying, right? For me, I ain't got no problem with the time that Mr. Cummings is naming his campaign team. I got no problem with that because every party has their own strategy, right? I ain't got no problem with any political party naming their campaign team now or even next week or even in September. I ain't got no problem with that. The only problem I'm having is the way things work in Liberia. And it's the kind of people that Mr. Cummings aligned himself with from the beginning. That's why when I look at these things, everything that was happening in the CPP, after when I realized that there was a playing game to split Cummings and Black-Eye, I quickly took to social media and I started calling for Black-Eye and Cummings to unite. I reached out to other people. I sent messages to people. At the end of the day, my voice and the voices of others started reaching. We have Yeke Koluba, we have Mandela Cooper that sent a delegation. I went to Mr. Cummings. They went to Brackeye. Brackeye said he is available to talk to Mr. Cummings. They went to Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings said he is not going to talk to Brackeye. He is not willing to run with Brackeye. That he will go independently, Brackeye go independently. So when it came to that position, that way I make my decision because I got very, very frustrated that I need justice for what I went through. I need justice for other victims of the country. And the only opportunity we had, we calling you, say, let go your feelings, put us first. And you say, no, you putting you first. So if you put you first, then we too put ourselves first. And that's how I took the path that I took. So I got no problem with Mr. Cummings launching his campaign team right now, but it is he's not going to get the numbers. That's just it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now we gotta go to the lines and take few calls. Jerry, you said you wanted to go. So where you want to, Jerry? You said you were going.
No, I just wanted to close, bro.
No, Jerry, Jerry,
Yo, I just wanted to close and go. That's all. I'm ready to leave.
Touré coming.
I beg to leave you, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you see, like I was saying, you know, sometimes.
Hold on, Jerry.
I didn't say Jerry. I said Touré.
Jerry, my man, Jerry, I'll tell you, you always self-regulate. But look, let me say this, and let me be emphatically clear. I have absolutely no issue with Mr. Cummings. You know, in as much, like I said, I was once a Cummings guy until I met Tian Gonglo in Philadelphia here, where I and the Pape, we sat, we talked, and you know, he wrote out some of the things that he wanted to do for the country. And for me, I've been a proponent on the fact that if Liberia should get to where Liberia really needs to be at, it starts with the law. And I truly believe that if we can respect those things, then we're not going to go anywhere. You can bring all of the best things in a country, but if people can't respect basic rules and regulations, we're not going to go anywhere. So that's why I actually swayed my way towards Mr. Mr. Tian Gonglo. But I truly believe that Mr. Cummings can be a great, not only a better though, but a great president for the Republic. But again, election is all about numbers, and I don't really think Mr. Cummings have that in your favor.
I know you just Touré, I know you just got reminded that Dr. Richardson is watching. So yeah, I know you just got reminded. So I think we can go to the lines and take a few calls and we'll come back. Jerry, we'll give you extra 1 minute 30 seconds to do your closing. In fact, we'll make it 2 minutes to do your closing right after the calls. Yeah, Jerry. But let's go to the lines and take some calls. But in fact, someone while we are waiting the calls now, the numbers on the screen are the ones you can call either via WhatsApp or direct call, and you can make your input here on the show. But I want you guys to look at this. Okay, it's not even coming through. It's not coming through. It's not coming through. Is this the in fact, who did this?
Let me say something quickly to that.
You know the coastal highway, that's the portion where even Javier had to rehab that saying yes.
Josh,
is
this your coastal highway or what?
This picture I've been on Facebook for almost I don't know 3 years now that I've seen it. But I think it's very funny, you know, what the people have done there. Because guess what? This same photo, it was here on the internet. Then I think there was some people here mocking the government because they say when they say they're going to fix the road, that's what they do. You know what I mean? So yeah, that is nowhere in Liberia. It's just a complete lie. But yeah, it's part of the fun. Yeah.
I knew it, Josh. So let's take calls now on the show. Okay, so Dr. Richardson is back. I said it. You know, Dr. Richardson is here. You know, once you mention the name Mr. Cummings, just know that Dr. Richardson, once she's around, she will come in somehow to provide clarity. Yeah. So, but let's take calls now. You can call the numbers on the screen. +231 or 0803987003 770398703. That's 918-639. Imagine I'm missing my own numbers. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, hello, you're live. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the picture, Nelson. I like it.
Oh, you like the photo, right? There you have it.
Yes,
That's Josh.
That's
Josh. Best photo so far since the show started. Josh said he liked that photo.
Josh, my brother Josh. Everybody loves Josh Weir. I'm a big fan of Josh Weir, but I love my country more than an individual. I am not gonna sit here and be defending all this wrong he's doing, people, old ladies, children suffering, and all of that, and I say, oh, it's okay for this man and his family alone to be enjoying the country while other people suffering. No. Nobody hate Joe Weir. Y'all make it look like people hate Joe Weir. No. President said it's just not his thing. He need to go sit down somewhere.
Wow.
Okay. That's the fact. I mean, there's tradition that people like George have idolized this man so much because of their football thing, but they need to get over it. He's old now. You're trying to groom other people from Liberia, look into the country meet, and bring them. Let it be another Africa best, world best. It will not just be just Weir alone like he wanted to be. He's not God. He can't kill other people's destiny. Y'all need to get over that soccer mentality by now.
Thank you.
And the whole thing that you always saying about white guy, I think you remember me from the chat room. He's done nothing for the 2 years. He's done nothing. Okay, let's agree. White guy has been president for 42 years and he didn't do anything in Liberia. We agree. We get our one to you. But Judge Weir is the president now. What's stopping him? Why are we still going to the past all the time? When Judge Weir was running campaign, he never said, oh, Liberia's problem now, oh, it's problem. JJ Robert and something they did, so I'm not going to do it. He said he was the change. He could fix it. Why do every time people talk about Judge Weir government, y'all want to keep going in the past, you want to keep going in the past? It doesn't make any sense. He's there now. If anyone corrupt, let him prosecute. If whoever did wrong, he's there now. He doesn't have to fix everything. He can't do it. But start up something, let the next person come and continue with it. But anyone that start up, he came and broke the whole thing down. And every time they talk about it, you want to be going back and forth, putting your finger behind. Say you don't know how to do it. The other people destroy it. Said JJ Robert, let somebody who can do it come on and not be pointing finger backwards. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Amy, for your contribution. Let's take this person. Hello. Hello.
Yes, hello, Nelson. This is Paul. How are you doing, sir?
Okay, sir. It's great to have you. Let's hear you.
Yes, I've been following the show. It's been a great conversation with you guys tonight in regards to the economics. For me, is that it's unfortunate for Akara Grace Luis in the House of Representatives. He doesn't shall qualify, he shall hold a township chief position because of the way they treat the citizen. You go to the people and ask people for their votes, and the people give you that vote. Is that how you treat the people? It's sad. They travel all the country. They see how communicate develop. Then they go back home and misuse our resources, and gamble the people that because of what we're saying.
Thank you.
For me, I don't think Israel capable of Israel hold a township.
Thank you.
Last again, to Mr. Cummings. I will spell Mr. Cummings. He's a good man. For this time, I beg. Let him just go wait for 2029. I think the chances of winning will be good, but he misses his opportunity because he refused to allow Mr. Walker just for that greed he had in him is too late for him. He will be there work. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution. We'll go back to the line, talk to another person here. No, we lost this person. Let's see if we can get another one here. Hello, good morning. Good morning. We lost this call. Let's see if we can take another one here. Hello. Good morning. Wow, again we lost this person. So we're gonna go back to see if we can do our closing. I think we should start with Magnus.
Hey, I won't be here for I got guests in the house.
Okay, you got
my time already gone.
My man,
Ladies,
ladies,
they say ladies and gentlemen. And you know I princess on the show, yeah.
Definitely, go ahead.
My closing, I would say, gentlemen, was a good show. And you know what I like about the show is that we discuss the issues, even though at times, we put it with jokes and all of that. And that's what makes fun, And I want to encourage all of us to disengage for attacking personality, and I really, really would love for us to, let's attack our political leaders. All of us just support individuals, let's attack the political leaders. When we're joking with our friend, let's just make it known, let it be known that as a joke. And let us learn to speak truth to power. Every one of us are here because even we are supporting Bwakai today, tomorrow if Bwakai not do the right thing, we must continue to stand up for the Liberian people. And even those that support George Weah, George Weah is not doing the right thing. Stand up and speak truth to power, because if you are a Christian or you are a Muslim, even the Quran and the Bible says that you will give account of your voice, the voice that you are supposed to use to speak truth. You didn't speak it, you will give account for it. So guys, I want to say I love you all. I want to encourage all of you. We're having our program in Jersey, in Newark, in Jersey. We're having the Unity Party Women Congress fundraising, guys. I will come here tomorrow, hopefully, and I will give you the date. I will talk to our host to see if he can put up our flyers, guys. Come there, meet me in person. It will be a good thing when we all can meet in person and interact, guys. I love you guys. Good night.
Your bill increasing.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Just before you come in, Jerry, let's squeeze in this person quickly, very quick. Holmes, go ahead quickly.
Okay, let me speak this to all of the candidates that are running, all of the supporters. They are hardcore defenders, so they can be aware today. You see, the Liberian people who are on the ground, they are aware what they're going through. They know they made a mistake by electing George Weah. And so when the political system started, we saw them gravitating behind the CP because they wanted George Weah out. That is their intention. That is their main goal. But to see that all of them split into a different candidate, and you see all of them going right by behind Bwakai, is to tell you that they who are facing a problem are prepared to get rid of it. So I don't care what record you speak, what thing Kumi can provide or the government can provide. This is not the time. We don't care for that. They want Bwakai who has the weight to get Jowia out, and they want to send young Bwakai to get Jowia out.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, is that my phone? My phone went over. So, Jerry, I know you want to go, but it's important that we just squeeze in this final call, please. This final call.
Hello?
You know, these people, they sit and watch the show. It's important that we just at least afford them 1 or 2 minutes to talk. Yeah, hello, you live. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, thank you very much for this platform. I'll just log you to get on this platform. I just want to say something. My name is Abraham. I'm calling from New Jersey. I just want for us to let Cummins to know that this election are coming with determine it's 2029 to enter or to be president for Liberia.
Can you be audible a bit? You're a bit low. Can you be audible?
Okay. I just said that the Liberia people are watching.
Okay.
Cummins for the second time because he gave him the first opportunity, that is to be the vice president. He let the Liberian people down, so they are on the fence now watching him. The election, the first round will come and the second round will come. The Liberian people will watch him, which position he will take, whether he's going to put his how you call it, he will support who he's going to support for the second round. There where his time will come from to be a president for the Liberian people for 2029. But for now, the Liberian people will not let him to go through. So he should just forget it. So I just want to say he should be watchful. So this is what I have to say.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your contribution. So Jerry, you can go, sir.
Okay, thank you, guys. It's a wonderful show. I like the family shape that we are building. Elections will come and go. So, I mean, respecting each other for future engagement, interaction is very important. But one thing I can say to you is that electing George Weah will be the worst thing. Even right now, electing him is the worst. And I don't know, it will get ridiculous if he can even enjoy second term. We all been experiencing the level of poverty, the level of suffering, insecurity, debts, and all these things. It's about time that we look the direction of Joseph Boakai. He's number 2 on the ballot paper. I know my brother Sandy is in. He will join the train. I know. That's why we cool. We'll talk. Because I know Alexander Cummins, will definitely, even if he doesn't openly support, I think I can just say colonial master for today, Bagu. Lead colonial master, Grand Jide were there, So I mean, it's a good interaction, but I think Mr. Cummins, he slipped, to be honest, even though you're supporting him. But these are some facts that are hurting him now, because they are the ones that are making we are them to be passing around talking. But Joseph Boakai is the next president. We'll work together. Cummins is a decent man.
Thank you.
I disagree with him politically. I thought he could, get some stuff moving. With Grape, that Grape being rejected is a complete disappointment. Thank you. Have a wonderful time, my dear brothers.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh my word. Oosh. I can't believe I made that mistake. There's someone who's been holding on for a very long time. Okay, so let me just squeeze in this person quick, then we'll take Magnus. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead quickly, sir. You live.
Yeah, I'm just trying to tell the Liberian people that John Weah is not going for Liberia. John Weah shouldn't ride on the Liberian people or in popularity. That man now start again no longer. This man, he did nothing with his football money, like he declared 2005 and he had $85 million. Okay. From 2005 to 2017, that John Weah show all what he did with his $85 million. Every project that he carried on down there for himself. It's for the Liberian people money, and not for himself. I mean, we're broke. So the people that are behind John Weah fooling him, they shouldn't encourage that man.
Thank you.
To become president or to rule that country anymore in our society.
We fell out with our man. That's why we're sending the message through up to our family everywhere. Even down to the Nima country we're from. See what we're doing now.
Thank you.
Don't let you go from place to say that we fell out with our man.
Thank you.
Come with him.
Thank you.
And I pray to the Almighty God. I pray support for that man 2005. I voted for him. And I create a great mistake and sin in life. Why I have to vote for John? I ask God to forgive my sin. And God has done to forgive my sin. I make a great mistake in my life. Thank you.
My man, I know where you're coming from with that one. Thank you, man. Thank you. So you can pray a sinner prayer on the show, but I made mistake.
Oh man, let me go now. Let me go.
Okay, let's take Magnus, then you go, Josh.
Okay.
Magnus. Okay, let me say welcome to Wesley. Welcome. Thanks for joining the show. We'll come to you shortly, but let's take Magnus. Yeah.
Okay, thanks guys for the show. It was a wonderful show. I mean, thanks for the interaction. Quickly, before I go, let me just say quickly to my Liberian people. I mean, they're coming to you with their campaign messages. They're coming to you with the lies. But when they come, always measure or ask them on the promises they made when they came to power. Where is the coastal highway? 0. The 6,000 teacher? 0. The 25,000 mop up? 0. They took 25 million mop up? 0. They took 30 million to do COVID stimulus package? 0. They ate that money.
30 seconds.
Our people harmonization? 0. So when these people are coming to you, look at them, what the promise they told you, not be spectator in your own economy, but this time, I don't think you spectator now, you're not even around a fee, you're not even close to SKD Stadium. So, my Liberian people, all I can tell you is Georgia has failed massively, and the only alternative to take this country back and to rescue this country is by electing Joseph Iman Boakai, an experienced leader, a leader who has Liberia in his plan, and not just in his heart, but in his plan.
Thank you very much, Magnus.
Where to take Liberia and who has the experience and qualification. Thank you.
Thank you, Magnus.
Can I make suggestion? You cannot make suggestion. I beg you. Like call, right? Like prayer that man did. Can you call that part? You be playing it before the show every day, please.
My man. Thank you. Thank you. Well noted. Well noted. Well noted, Chief. So let's take Toure. We'll take Wesley, but let's just do the round.
Yeah, be careful. First, I believe that Jesus is God, and I am of Him. But Satan will try to fool your minds into telling you that I am not of God. So the angels that are there in your apartments, from Jesus Christ, who is God, would you please leave their apartments for about a minute and then return? And whatever I say that is from Jesus Christ, speak there. Whatever word I say that is from Satan, do not utter. Hi, my name is Wesley. I had the vision from Jesus, and I saw a foot cut off, but it did not bleed, and it was wearing a clean and sock, and it was wearing a fashionable but dirty black shoe with a flat toe, and it was on a leg that was already severed. There were two creatures with large heads and pointing ears, wearing wedding clothes, very short. They stood behind a square hole, and they stood in front of a crooked path of spinning circles. All the circles were parallel, and all the circles were gold and silver, and all the circles were rusted on the edges. The only sound I heard in the vision that I had from Jesus was their spinning of those circles of gold and rusted silver. And I saw palm trees on the right side of the valley of vision. And those palm trees had dark green leaves. The upper half of the leaves were dark green. The bottom half had orange-red coloring in the middle, but only the lower half had the orange-red in the palm trees. those palm trees were curved trunks, no straight place on them, and no branch were on any of those trees. They had weeds under them. And I saw straight trees on the other side of a river, on the left side of the valley, in a nice row, straight and thin and branchless, and they had no curve. And they had a singular group of bright green leaves on top. Those leaves were the size of a man's hand. And this valley was nighttime. For over the valley was a
sorry, sir. Let me interrupt a little. You came in. Yeah, you came in at the very end of the show. We were just about to go. Yeah, when you came in. So all of the panelists were making their closing statements before you came in, and our time is already exhausted. That is to say.
Okay.
Yeah. So
well, that vision that I had, I saw that vision from Jesus Christ, from the Holy Spirit, like a pearl, a snow white pearl in my belly. This is where that vision is in my soul. So that's where I saw.
So in summary, what's the exact message? Just in summary.
There were two ripples of water, but the water was curved, the river, as wide as the street and curved.
Oh, oosh. Yeah.
So guys, let me give my closing. All right, so guys.
No, yeah, it was too big. It was too big. After to read Josh.
My man, come on, Josh. Come on, George. I thought you my own man, my man. You trying to come on there already?
My man, know your brother well. I just want to go see.
I thought something left already.
But look, though, guys, let my man, you don't want to go. You don't want to go in the comment section right now. They made us we in church now. But look, though, but look, let me say this: the George Weah's experiment has been a business failure. It has not worked. It will not work, and it will be ill-advised to even attempt to give him another 6 years. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, even though there's no lady on the platform right now, I'm telling you, subjecting yourself to giving President George Manneh Weah another 6 years, you might as well just commit suicide by yourself. You know, because I'm telling you, it will be an accident waiting to happen. There is something that you cannot subject yourself to, especially if you know. Nobody in Liberia right now from east, south, west, north, that the raft of George Weah have now reached. Okay? It's everywhere. Except you be my man George, who told every one of us here that he have not sent money to Liberia. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
welcome to World Stage.
The ship have sailed. We have reached the end of the George Manneh Weah social experimentation. Give Bekugbe another 6 years. Like my man said, that this is a prelude. This is a prelude to what will happen.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But your own Gongo is the answer. Vote number 6. Thank you.
So that's you go let me laugh.
Somebody say I'm speaking seriously. Josh, let's hear you. Let's hear you, Josh.
No, I swear, not many people laugh. I swear to God.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, guys. I think it was a very wonderful discussion. Look, these are the times, you know, we need to come together, and we did today to speak about, you know, Liberia. Look, man, even though I want to differ with my brother, Brother Toure, who said I've said on the show that I haven't sent money to Liberia. I think that's false. Look, the thing is that sometimes I wonder where we are as a people, because if you think that because you send money to Liberia and your people ask you for money, that means the government is not doing anything. It baffles me. I really wonder why would people even think that our people sometimes tell us when they say send us money, we say, look, We don't have money. And they say, if you say America have or Australia have, can you let go there? You know what I mean? If we had the opportunity, if we could, we would send for all our people in Liberia to come to America with us. We cannot. That's where the limitation comes. The government wants to make sure that every citizen is laughing, but the resources that we have are limited to satisfy everybody to reach a certain area. America, that we say America, everybody brings to America. The old China in $800 some more $billion. They have to pay that money. They pay interest on it. They are not paying the loan itself. They are paying interest on the loan. And what about Liberia? Look, we all know that we live in a plastic economy abroad. Every time your rent will go up, nobody warn you whether your rent will not go up. Your rent goes up, and you have to pay that rent. The only difference between we and Liberia is because in Liberia, there's no job facility like here in the Western world. And those jobs are created not by governments. But I don't know, sometimes you want to blame government because the middle class is not working. All the roads that have been built in Liberia, we are not calling for foreigners to go and build it. Liberians are building the roads and building those mini stadiums and building everything that we build. All the ministry that government has built, the one that they built for NPA, Liberians are doing the construction. The one they built for the NSA, Liberians are doing this is the first time in our history for our ministry to leave the rentals. That's why the other people, they are angry. That's why you see a lot of people in America now, because they live in America, but their money is coming from Liberia because we are renting our ministry from them. This is why they are angry. They are in America. They are angry. They want to make sure that we change that so that we can go back into the houses to go and work for them.
Thank you, Josh.
Let me finish here. And we're not going to do that. We are not going to return to that place where we will be renting from certain group of people. And
Josh, you're not well. Calm down, Josh. Josh, calm down.
30 seconds, my man.
Yeah,
my man.
We are not. George Weah has built the most ministries in the history of Liberia. We can challenge it, but it is what it is. He built the most ministries. He took more agencies from renting from certain group of people to own their own buildings now in Liberia, and he's continuing to do that.
Thank you.
And give me another term for him to continue what he's doing and make sure that before he finishes, we now have our executive mansion to ourselves. We make sure that all the ministries don't rent for anyone. And when we are not renting, the money we can use it to build more infrastructure and we develop. But if we continue to go back to the same people and we continue to rent from them, we make sure that all our money we're making, when the taxpayer pay the money, we pay rent. And that rent will go back to America. And
thank you very much, Josh. Josh, thank you. Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a whole lot.
You know,
ministry are not big, bossy.
Listen, but let me do my closing on George. Let me
no, Moba, listen, Moba. Let's take Sharif, Cindy, then you will go last.
Oh, Sandy, not go here.
Oh, Cindy did.
Oh,
sorry.
I think my brother. You eat Jaletule or eat I call that one.
You know, you talk. I bet.
No, I ask you.
No, Cindy hasn't done his closing yet.
With the CPP members, we are very professional, so that's why I've been very quiet.
I thought the people eat Jaletule or
the people say the white man wanted to put Nelson in a situation again.
He said, put a man's Jaletule.
The people in court are stopping.
My man, my brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, yes, my people. Again, you have heard us. We all came on this platform this evening, and we all express our views on our nation, and we have an issue going on, and our country is at a crossroad. We are at a stage where that we need all of you. We need all of your support. We need you all to come out and then make a change. We'll give this man six more years. We'll have no country called Liberia. We have to rescue our nation. This is very, very critical. And we have hospitals that do not have medications, no nurses, no doctors, no running waters, there's no system in place. We have no roads. We have no security. And the drug has infected in our society.
Our brothers and sisters are dying from it. This is a new generation of people whose lives have been affected. Our school system are dying, and our health system is non-existent. Are we going to continue to live like this, or are we going to continue to become beggars? We can change it. We look at a country like Rwanda. We can model that nation. That country came from nowhere, and now they are one of the most prosperous nations on the planet. What is their resources? It's tea. What is our resources? We have gold, diamonds, we have rubbers, we have so many others. Why can we not do the same? The difference between us and Rwanda is good leadership. It's what we're lacking. And with Joseph Numa Boakai, we can make a change. We can change the life of so many Liberians. The resources will not be in the hands of few. It will be every single one of us will enjoy it. Security will be our primary focus, and we will live a better life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sheriff. So we'll go to Cindy now, and then Mara will take us home.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for the show tonight, and the Liberian people that are following us in the comment section. And Nelson, as always, thank you for your time and commitment to the Liberian people. Look, I want to share this with you, like I started in the beginning of this show, that Mr. Cummings and the CPP will be hosting a very major program tomorrow at the party headquarters. So we are expecting all of you to show up. Show up, listening to your incoming president, Mr. Alexander Cummings, as he will be announcing his campaign team tomorrow. Look, I want to just build on what Sherry said. You know, our country is rich with resources, and I agree with Sherry. The issue we have as a nation is the lack of good leadership. We have tried a system that has not worked for us. A system of governance that has not worked for us. So we do, in the time we are in right now, the issues that we are fixing, we do not need someone with a political experience, quote unquote. We need someone who understands the issues, the economic issues, the issues of poverty, and an individual or a group of professionals that can fix those issues, that can face the Liberian economy, so that we all can have access to jobs. We all can have access to better health care. We all can have access to a good road. And the only person that can address the issues that have been put on the Liberian people, that have been forced on the Liberian people by Mr. George Weah, is Mr. Alexander Cummings. He's the only person that can face the issues. He's the only person that can build our economy again. And that's why we come here telling you, do not listen to them. When they tell you this person has been here long, it's not how long you have been here, but it's how well you will do here. And Mr. Cummings will do good here. But I'm going to end by saying, I will not be with you guys tomorrow. I won't be here Saturday. I won't be here next Monday. I am traveling to North Dakota, but I will be here on Tuesday. So have a good show. I will be following you guys. Please don't gossip about me.
I'll tell you. When you get before gossip about you, 7%.
I will not be here tomorrow. Has been compounded. You don't know what they call compound interest?
Okay. So Sandy, call your guy from South Africa to join us. What's his name?
Yes. 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 And thank you, Nelson. I'm backing every supporter or any supporter out there that have been following the show of CPP. Please come and join the show tomorrow, Saturday, and Monday in my absence. Please don't leave this show with these people alone. I'm begging you. Thank you.
I'll be traveling tomorrow to Bobby.
No, George, don't go.
Moba.
No, but listen now. You see my brother George? He made all the talk. The country did, the country died, the country died, the country did. I always tell one of my friends, right? They call him John. He's my best friend, he's a sedition. We're talking one day and said, my man, I said, my man, you say the country is better, right? Why you can't move back? And you just relax yourself. The day JMB take power, if I tell you, say JMB, the country is better. Let's see now, my man.
I will see you. Listen, I'll be more about next month. I'll see you. I'll look for you. Go ahead. I will hear you.
Again.
Yes, I'm talking about Nelson.
I said to live, and I said to visit. Listen to my English. To live, not to visit.
I'm going there for 1 month.
But we got thing. Man,
let's go.
I want a man to come out. Okay, let's go to that. Let me conclude by saying this, right? We can say this. Every day we come on the platform, we say the same thing over and over. Our people have resolved with JMB. No matter what they do, no matter what the government do, the government have failed massively. Everybody know. Since when we're looking at the corruption desk, CDC they are over scope. They are over scope because the people are corrupt until even the grasshopper on the ground they will pick it up. They will get the elephant, they get all the other one, but the grasshopper they will pick it up. To tell you how desperate, how wicked the people are to the Liberian people. Today, if you say you go to JFK, no medication. If you get money, they can treat you will die. But well, they still get money allocated in the budget for people who do not. Let me conclude. For people who can afford, if they go there, let it cater to those people. But it's not happening. You know why? Because Joria get all the money. Samuel 12, what do you call it? The assistant finance minister. Look at the horse that got put down. When you're not in government, what the horse you get? Look at Joria count the million. Look at Samuel 12 horses. They are sitting on the they think actual poverty. They don't kind joke with them. We can't do that. It's wrong. Let's speak truth to power. The CDC is very wicked to the Liberian people. They are evil. They mean no good. I call on all Liberians on my voice today. From I'm speaking to you directly. You that get voting card. Ottawa 10. Use your right. Your right to kick the people out. They are not good. If you're getting a second 10, you know what will happen? Some of y'all be walking, dying. Let me conclude on this. I just watched one video in 30 seconds, right? A woman, an old lady in Baporu. She said 2 days.
We had that video.
That woman screaming looking for food to eat. Doing man, Eddie Jones said it today. Everybody said Eddie Jones said the government was wicked, was bad, but it was never happening. Our people were shut up. Our people were fair. Our people were getting good medication. But on a George man, we had a man who said get a country. Oh my God, my man, that did it to me. I would have been talking today, and nobody can portray it. Nobody can lie. Nobody can cancel it because they know what I'm saying is the fact. Georgia is hard and wicked. Give me work for the Liberian people. Ottawa 10, JMB, the only alternative to you guys. You're voting for good health care, good security, good facility, everything you will get it. Food.
How many things did I tell you? How many things?
Nelson, bring my man Ramon.
How many
things? I let read your comment section. My man,
Nelson, bring my boy Ramon.
It wasn't no CPP.
My Ramon.
Go to Georgia.
My Ramon.
The message you don't want to bring for closing.
I can tell you for real.
What did the man open
people?
You know,
where coming from again, my man. I'm not fighting my study. I got for here. Yeah.
Ramon. You're not opening the show. What do you got close?
The man can conclude.
The Ramon close. I will have to re-close because it's not fair. We not come on the show.
No CPP not the go.
No, let's put it to one side, right? Let's put it to one side. Our people in the radio networking here. We need people on. Look, I will talk to Mo Ali in the morning. I said, Mo Ali, you got to send meditate. Let it educate our people. How country work. How Medicare work. How all the things. And you know, we got to do that. We're not doing those things. Look at Brother. You send it calling to Africa. Brother down the hell. Call a Brother. They play down there and say send it calling to Africa. Brother witch. That man a big witchcraft. You gotta eat him before you wish you. They put it on witchcraft. That's Samuel 12. No, that be friend. They put it on wicked. And la brother honor that.
Because you put it in the market. Now that bread butter issue there. Let me tell you about LEC. But the president. Josiah said you gotta go connect 4,000 homes in Lima County. The project, he said, you're begging me, the president can go, I beg you, the minister go. This is the story of electricity that you have transformed in this country. So in a few weeks, about 4,000 households in Lima, another 4,000 in Bon County will be connected to electricity. I was with Monica last night. You know what Monica told me? The LC man. He said, you got to tell the president to tell the college you've been true. Liberia has exported power for the first time to Cote d'Ivoire. We supply electricity to Cote d'Ivoire. Yeah, Cote d'Ivoire buy electricity for.
Y'all look at the president body language. Look at the president body language. So know that the mail line.
Listen, when the man open your mouth to talk, right? Look at Jovia. Jovia, not smart. You got brother dark like hell. Brother, we go, brother. That'll say, I ain't part of Liberia. They say, correct to Ivory Coast. It's a deception to our people. Look,
I'm enjoying the Liberian foreign that they sent to the U.S. I'm enjoying it. They're supplying the U.S. too.
Man, we gotta look. Let it put on the radio, man. Let it put on the radio. Let me educate our poor
boy. Please let Raymond close so I can go. Raymond, go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, man.
Raymond, we're not hearing you,
bro. We're not hearing you, Raymond. And he's not even muted.
Raymond, I think I got you.
Just forget it. Raymond, just forget it. Come on.
Let me
say this, right? Nelson, let me say that before we go, right? You know how athletes, after a brilliant performance like that, they can take them in for drug tests?
Of course.
As exuberant Samuel 12 was giving that speech, the man putting your hand in the air, putting your legs in the air. After such speech, someone else should be taken behind the house for drugs tests.
Amen.
I'm telling you,
man, disgrace to
that bro. Normal, man. You can't be normal making that kind of.
Jovia, look, you could see Jovia say, yo. Nessie, I want you to play that thing one more time. You see Jovia when the man said that all the gay, I will call. Y'all look at the video. Jovia, my man will know body language. Jovia not smart. He said stiff. And they're watching. They're mumu.
They put them on judge about the current.
Please, Raymond, go ahead.
I'm not to elaborate people for. Why am I calling you? Get a feel.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you. Yes.
Somehow, go ahead.
Guys, we know that is Samuel 12 on a broad day wish. CDC already out of message. They just got to do something to lie. And let me correct my brother Josh. CDC haven't built more government ministries than any government. The ministry you're referring to was built during the Ellen administration, the ministerial complex. That whole 7 government ministries was built during Ellen administration. I work on that project tirelessly. We turned it over during George Weah time when all the works were done. So the Liberian people listening, please, y'all know it. Y'all were in Monrovia right there. Y'all saw the
people know the fact.
Going on.
People know the fact, my brother.
Thank
and
you.
let me just ask you people.
That's a good note you close on, Raymond. I mean, that was a very good closing from you, Raymond.
And that day, during the July
26th, thank you for.
And during the July 26th, when the ministerial complex was turned over, I was right there. I did all the works before the ministerial complex was turned over. July 26, 2019. I was right there, my people. Let me use this opportunity to urge you people, every Liberian listening. These elections are very serious. If your government officials will lie to you, what trust do you have in them? If they can't even be honest with you to tell you the truth. If they are making up lies, just know that if you make the mistake and give them the next 6 years, you're done. God won't even be able to help you because you are told, God, stay out of our business. We can handle things for ourselves. And when you do that to God, God will respect your opinion and will allow you to go through it. That is 6 years of electing George Weah be our lesson. To know that the presidency is not baby's play.
Does he want to ready now for complete 1 more hour? Not for 1 more hour.
The presidency is about leadership. It's about those who are prepared, those who have demonstrated, and those who understand. And all those can be found in Joseph Yima Boaka. I tell you, there are other people in the presidency who understand, who know some things.
Thank you.
And they will join us. And I can tell you for an example, Alexander Cummings might be National Investment Commissioner, the chairperson. Tawan Gonglo can serve well as the Minister of Justice.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you for rearranging. Thank you for distributing all our ministries and agencies to the different political leaders. But I appreciate
and George Weah will be retired.
Thank you very much.
Why can't you go to the old folks' home? That's where he belongs.
That is not coming will get Joseph Boaka a great retirement benefit.
Thank you very much.
That is not coming with self.
George, let me tell you, all the things you say here today, right? That's based on falsehood, lie. You got none of the
Thank you. Hello, yes. Again, we want to say again.
You're bitter. But you know nothing about any government.
Gentlemen,
let's nothing about any government.
My man, no, let me tell you, worst government ever in the history of Liberia. Let me let you know. You know me for baking.
Okay, gentlemen, let's mute. So we want to say to our audience that tomorrow, in fact, let me say today, since it's already morning hour here, is almost 5 a.m. here. So this morning, all supporters of Spoon, we're encouraged to go at the grounds of the Temple of Justice and witness the activities there peacefully. And that's, if you believe in the Spoon Network, that's what we're calling on you to do. So again, we want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you, Raymond, for coming in very late, but at least your presence, we appreciate.
Thank you, you're busy, eh? You're busy?
Thank you to Ray. Thank you, Cindy, Josh, man. Thank you for taking the bullets and all of that, man. We appreciate you, Josh. Thank you.
Oh, good, man. Thank you so much.
Baba, thank you.
Josh, you come here.
Yeah, I'll be.
George is very resilient, man. I respect that about him.
Josh.
Yeah.
The day me Job
Please call me so I can lecture you about the ministerial complex and all the other projects.
But they made a good job. Just started from a good job.
Guess what? They how they calling the former minister at the public works. If you know him, they call him Lafayette. He's my brother-in-law.
Yeah. Okay.
When I go to Liberia, I can lose him. We can argue whole night. We can talk. He can't beat me down. Are you a beat me down?
No, bro. You know Lafayette Giddings, and he's a gentleman. So that's someone you just call that I respect so well. But I'm saying, so you and I can lecture, bro.
Man, I'll call
you. My boy, you can call me. Let's lecture, bro.
Well, gentlemen, thank you. And Nelson, thank you, guys. Let's have a good night. I'll see you on Tuesday.
I'll join a show from Atlanta tomorrow.
Anywhere.
So great.
Okay, guys, thanks, man. We're following the show, except that I couldn't come on.
We wish you a safe recovery. Speedy recovery, Josh.
My man,
George, speedy recovery,
my brother.
My man, George, go drink. I tell you, play
you are my man.
I'll see some George. I'll see
you from Lofa. Yeah, eat hot bogi. You'll be okay.
Hot pepper soup.
All right, gentlemen, I'll see you.
Guys, good night.
All right, man. Don't speak to all y'all.
Okay, so folks, we want to say thank you very much for participating in the program, Spoon Talk tonight. The late night politics on Spoon. We appreciate you. Thanks for making your contribution in the comment section. We sincerely apologize to those of you who tried calling in. And we appreciate those of you who just sat and watched the show. My name is Nelson Colette, and you can join us tomorrow for another edition of the program. Better still, if you're out there, you're a supporter of the Spoon Network, of course, we're going to be at the Temple of Justice tomorrow And I want to say thanks to all of you. Keep following Spoon. This is where you get authentic information, and this is a platform that is for all of you, the Liberian people, regardless of where you are in the world, regardless of the political view you share. This platform is for everyone, and we want to say thank you for always making up time to be here with us. Bye-bye for now.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO, Stan Tunnel with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you will know. There's the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what's happening in the ministry, to spoon.